Can you profit from an all-inclusive cruise?
Most people, like this guy, come on an all-inclusive cruise to relax.
Jack asked me to do this video with him, and I didn't have time, and I'm really upset. Because I think I would have been a fucking team asset. I think I would have been not on the food front. Actually, on the food front. I think I could put down a lot of food, but only like slightly more average than the regular person. I think I would have been a team asset on the drinking front. I would have Googled the most expensive alcohol they had and just slammed that every time. Also, am I crazy to say every guy has a pair of swim shorts that look almost exactly like this? Like a Chubbies, like neon design.
For me, I'm here to profit.
Where'd my drink go?
All-inclusive cruises promise that food, drinks, and experiences are all included in the price of your stay. But is it actually worth it? Well, I'll be eating...
That's the thing, though. I've never, like, have you guys been on a cruise? I don't know how much a cruise experience should cost. Like, I've been to regular vacations and all-inclusive vacations, so I can compare them. I've never even been on a cruise, so I don't know, like, what an average 3 or 4 day cruise should even cost.
Ridiculous amounts of food, drinking a degenerate amount of drinks, experiencing as much as
$2,000, $10K max, 10 grand, 10 grand for a cruise. How long are you gone? Fucking 2 weeks?
I possibly
more than that. 10 grand
can, and using some absolutely devious tips and tricks, all to answer the question, can I consume more than the price I paid for the cruise, equaling a profit? And our journey begins in the beautiful city of
I feel like you have to use it from a consumer standpoint of what the average thing would cost for you, though. And I think he did that last time, and I critiqued it, but I think that's the only way you're ever even able to profit. Because you have to compare, like, a shot of Captain Morgan to how much a shot of Captain Morgan costs. If you're doing it from how much they're buying it in bulk, when they get thousands of bottles of wine that cost them $1 a bottle, like, you're never winning. That's why this shit works, is because even if like half of the people drink as much as they would actually spend, they're still coming out net up.
Yeah, play that funky music. That right there is my ship, the Wonder of the Seas. I can already kind of get a glimpse of the ship, and this thing looks ridiculous. Let's go ahead and board. Enjoy your food.
I also do have that imminent fear that, you know, when you go on a cruise, you're going to end up in a Titanic scenario where the fucking boat sinks. You know, you're like fighting for your fucking life against a family of 4 to survive or some shit.
Thank you.
But I don't know. I mean, I would say a cruise is probably more safe than a plane.
Oh my God. Is this even a cruise ship? Upon entering, this was like a mega mall more than a cruise ship. They had everything from Gucci bags to Rolexes to actual vehicles. I headed up to the top deck to see the main part of the cruise ship. There's so much. It's everything all the time. This ship has literally everything, including endless distractions.
Bro, I feel like there's too many fucking people at a cruise, and that's why I wouldn't want to go. This is not a pool. This is a shared bathtub. This is a regular fucking pool with 35 people in it. Oh my God. Gross. Yuck. Oh, who wants to go to the hot tub? Me. Oh, there's a floating Band-Aid in the water, and I'm sitting next to a family that's for sure pissing in the water.
But excited as I am to get going, we can't lose track of our goal. Now, I booked 3 nights on this cruise, which cost me $1,500.
Oh my God. All-inclusive. That's not that bad, actually. Because there's hotels that are just like straight up $450 a night. So you're getting to go somewhere, and you get to eat and drink as much as you want for basically like $520 a day.
$191. Ouch. However, included in this all-inclusive package that I purchased is free drinks, free gourmet food, free entertainment, and a boatload of amenities. Get it? A boatload? I have created the most calculated schedule to take.
I love this in the back. Jack, you better go to the bucket. The bucket at a water park. The vibes are to just lay down and forget about it and talk to your friend until out of nowhere you just get fucking waterboarded.
Full advantage of all of these things in hopes that I can eat, drink, and experience more than what I paid for this cruise, making us a profit. Because of boarding times, it's already 3 p.m., so we gotta get going. And with time already ticking, there was no better place to start than the buffet.
There's a 50-50 poll right now of do you pee in pools, and 49% of my chat is saying yes.
Lunch has been acquired. I decided to get a burger, some fries, some mac and cheese, and a slice of watermelon. To drink, I got a coffee and...
What is the MSRP on this watermelon slice here, Jack? How are we going to calculate the price of that? 1/50th of a watermelon? What are we fucking marketing that as? That's 5 cents.
The best part, a glass of champagne. The first of many. So the way
that's gonna be like 30 cents, bro. An entire watermelon's like $10.
This is gonna work is I'm gonna assign a value to every item based on what I think is fair. I'm gonna try to be conservative with my estimates, so we'll go ahead and say this.
I gotta start a conspiracy on watermelon inflation because a full-ass watermelon uncut is like $10, but the second you get pre-cut cubed watermelon, it's like $20 for 1/3 the amount of watermelon. What? I'm paying a motherfucker that much to cut it up for me? That's so... They can't get a machine to do that in an effective manner.
Big plate of food here is $14. We'll say the champagne is $12 based on the price of the bottle that I looked up online. And for the coffee, we'll say $2. Your boy's hungry? I'm gonna dig in.
That's any cut fruit, especially pineapple. Oh my god, yes, especially pineapple, bro. Regular pineapple's cheap as fuck. Nobody wants it though, because it's just a pain in the ass to cut a fucking pineapple.
Hits every time.
I hate how he just drinks champagne.
The food has been
or Prosecco. Because that's probably what it is. Jack, you got to finish the watermelon rind there, brother. If we're really, if we're counting, hey, Jack, you got to eat that whole watermelon rind.
Estimated. I am full. Let's keep it going. With lunch out of the way, our next step was to hit the first bar of many. Can I just get a beer? To make some early profit, I decided I would chug a couple of beers.
A fucking Coors Light? I buy a 30 rack for fucking $28. I'm gonna fucking, Jack. We gotta start immediately taking fucking tequila shots to the fucking dome. A beer? If I'm trying to win my money back, a beer ain't cutting it. Maybe an IPA.
I drank those way too fast. Already being 2 beers deep, I thought it might be smart to switch it up with a drink I've never had before. What's it called? Hey, thank you. This is Jack's drink. Hey.
It's just filled with laxatives. Yo, just make me something special, bro. I'm having my own. I'm just kind of solo balling this trip right now. Oh, God.
I reluctantly chugged my drink when I heard a loud noise from the deck, so I grabbed an ice cream and went to check it out. We have officially set sail! And while everybody keeps partying, I have a mission.
What do they do if somebody, like, poops in a cruise pool? Are they easily able to, like... Because at a regular water park, they're, like, closing off that section, cleaning it, and refilling. On a cruise ship, are they able to, like... Yeah, I know they're gonna evacuate it. But I'm saying, are they... They just swim past it? Everybody out of the water! They just get a guy to scoop it up with a bug net.
To stick to.
The dude throws the bug net like this, thinking it's gonna go over the pool, extremely miscalculates it, just hits some woman in the face.
All right, I think it's about time we dabble in experiences. The zip line.
I would just be on that non-stop. Are you kidding me? Nah, this literally sells the cruise ship for me. Dude, I would just be running up and down the zip line.
Do me a favor and video me on the zip line. Yep.
Oh, it's not a pool zip line? Never mind. I thought it'd be a zip line that I could let go of and do like a fucking gainer into a pool.
All right.
That was a blast. Let's keep profiting, baby. Oh, look. There's the bar. Just so happens to be right here. Could I get 3 glasses of champagne?
3 glasses of champagne. Bro, your stomach is like fucking Chernobyl 3 minutes before it fucking blew up.
Bottoms up.
Ew.
The bartender just gave me the craziest look I've ever seen. The sun began to go down as we drifted further and further from Miami, which was a good enough reason for me to grab a slice of chocolate cake and check out a bar called Rising Tide. And believe it or not, this bar actually rises.
Dude, the cruise ship, though, just gives me such, like, fucking casino vibes, and I despise that. Like, this looks like dystopian. It's all inside, modeled to be like a fucking city. There's no windows. I hate this.
So I grabbed myself
There is casinos? No, I don't know.
a glass of champagne, which I
I'm saying even the non-casino bits, it just feels weird.
immediately demolished, and then got this drink. I just saw him put like 3 shots in this puppy. Well, guys, they asked if I was okay in the head, and they brought me a water, which was actually perfect because I knew this water would later come in handy. I would say I'm the drunkest person here, but look what I'm looking at. Yeah. Hey. Anyways, I have a dinner reservation to get to. Oh my.
Can I say the type of people, like, I think there's people that go on regular all-inclusives, and then there's cruise ship people. Like, you are a cruise guy. Or, like, there's people that enjoy cruises, and they only do cruises. And that's it. They still travel, and they're not taking the same cruise over and over. But they'll be like, oh, we're going to these 4 countries on a cruise. They won't just go to the country.
Gosh. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. I was
oh my
immediately
God, I'm sorry. I'm sick.
started out with a fresh basket of bread, but I had much bigger things in mind. I'm gonna skip over all of the cheap stuff, and I'm gonna order the most expensive things they have, which looks to be the New York strip steak. Could I start with the Caesar salad? New York strip, dark chocolate custard, peanut butter caramel bar, key lime pie. I love dessert. I love.
Bro, I was just having this conversation with Brooke, and it made me fucking remember it just now. How many entrees do you think you would have to order at an all-inclusive, not all-inclusive, at a regular restaurant before they deny you? Okay, this is better. I gotta pan out the scenario. You walk into a Chili's. You sit down alone. How many entrees do you have to order by yourself until they say no more or ask for you to put a card on file? 10. I think they're letting you order 4 at a time. I think if I sat down alone, I'm not like, yeah, let me get the steak, the pasta, the fajitas, the ribeye, the ribs. Like, they would be like, whatever they're able to put on a table. They'd be like, all at once. I think they're letting you do 4 or 5. I think in general, I think you're getting like 8, 9, and they're going to be like, sir, this is a lot of food. Oh, 6 or 7? Oh, 6 or 7.
Amazing. Thank you so much. My side quest is to find the best item on this cruise, and so far, that pineapple cocktail is easily #1. We'll see which item ends up coming out on top by the end of this video. I hope you guys, watch to the end to see what.
He's also unbearably close to this other fucking duo here. I hate restaurants like this. I have the take, and I know it's like close and personal, and it's different types of like cultures and vibes. I firmly have the take that at most, not all, most restaurants, if I'm able to reach over sitting and touch the person to my right or left, I am too close to them. If I can vividly listen and eavesdrop to their entire conversation, I'm way too close to them. I'm way too fucking close.
Cocktail is easily #1. We'll see which item ends up coming out.
Booths don't count? No, booths because you're facing opposite directions.
On top by the end of this video. I hope you guys, watch to the end to see what happens. Which is, yeah, I learned that from Mr. Beast. First up, we got a Caesar salad. It's amazing. Absolute cinema. 1 hour later, my dinner is finally here. Got myself a
An hour?
New York strip steak. I'm gonna demolish this. But first,
what's the longest y'all have ever waited for food? I think there was one time I waited like an hour and a half. Like after ordering an hour and a half. I think if it's over an hour, I'm walking out. I'm like, never mind. I get there being packed restaurants, but if I order at like say 4:30 and I don't get my food till like 5:45, they've done a very bad job. And I understand it might be packed. It's just like, that's a customer service level of thing. It's different if it's like you order your food, you order all of your food, you get your apps 30 minutes after, and then you eat, and another 45 you get your food. That's fine. But if it's like raw dog, no food for an hour and a half, that's horrible. That is genuine. Like, what are they doing?
Let's try their red wine. Oh, the more drinks that I try, the more I realize I do not like alcohol. Kind of unfortunate because for the next few days, that's pretty much my main source of hydration. Let's try the steak. That is gas. The dessert has finally arrived. I got a chocolate dessert, a key lime pie, and a caramel bar.
2,500 calories right there to the fucking dome.
I'm gonna
A day's worth of food and 3 small desserts.
dig in. I finished all 3 desserts. This coffee is gonna keep me going for the night ahead of us. That's right.
Coffee's gonna give them liquid shits in about 4 hours.
We're just getting started. I went to the lower deck where I hit the cafe to get a tuna sandwich and a mini.
Jack, you go to an all-inclusive resort and you're trying to fucking eat and drink them under the table. You eat a fucking 3-course meal and 3 desserts and you try to round it off with a fucking tuna Sammy.
This coffee
That's disgusting.
is gonna where I hit the cafe to get a tuna sandwich and a mini carrot cake. Then I hit the bar for not 1, but 2 glasses of champagne. I'm deciding to call it a night. Yes, sir.
Is this guy playing in the elevator?
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you.
He's gonna be real upset when I vomit on the keys.
Wow. Wow. After a pretty solid first day, it was time to finally get a look at my room. Let's see what we're working with.
Wait, he hasn't... Where has his bag been? He's getting into the room now?
Oh, nice. I hope you guys like that shot. It took 5 minutes to set up. Let's get a quick room tour. Upon entering, we have a beautiful couch here, and just above it, some very thought-provoking artwork here. Me looking at the comments of this video. Y'all know what goes on in here.
Why are there so many fucking sofas? Was this the goon couch? You just look off into the fucking ocean?
That's where the magic happens. Now for the bathroom. Very nice.
Oh, the cuck chair. That is the cuck chair. Hey, I heard that cruises are a big place for swingers. So that might actually be the cuck chair.
For the bathroom. Very nice. To be fair, the shower is pretty small, but it'll work. And finally, the view. Okay.
Ooh, not an ocean view. We got a inside the casino dystopian cruise ship view.
Looks like a view of some other apartments, and there's some people. But to make sure we get the absolute most out of this room, it's time for a little something I like to call Jack's Hotel Hacks. Hack number 1. I told you guys this water bottle was gonna come in handy. First, I gotta chug it. Now, just inside the shower is some...
Oh my god, if he fucking you're gonna fucking fill the water bottle with body wash. Jack, you're making 20 cents. You're making 20 cents. But you're making about a quarter. We're gonna fill this with, you're gonna fill the, dude, it's gonna burst in your bag on the way back.
Beautiful.
Oh wait, no, you're not taking a flight.
Hair and body wash. But all I see is...
Oh, dude, I just love the Salt Breeze double duty hair and body wash.
Hair and body...
If only it was Irish Springs 5-in-1, that would really fucking help.
Body wash. But all I see is profit. Oh. And that is all the hair and body wash in this hotel room. Hack number 2, stealing. Borrowing things that aren't gonna get used. Starting with toilet paper. Throw that in the suitcase. Now for towels.
One ply toilet paper.
Throw those in. What else we got in here? Couple
Ooh,
glasses
you could
here.
steal. The towels is kind of a method. Taking a hotel towel, they don't really notice.
Now for
How much did he give himself on the toilet paper?
Throw that in the suitcase. Now for
Did he even give himself money for the toilet
hack
paper?
number 2, stealing. Borrowing things that aren't gonna get used. Starting with toilet paper.
$2 for the paper net?
Throw
That shit's like sandpaper.
in the suitcase. Now for towels. Throw those in. What else we got in here? Couple glasses here. Throw those in. Got some complimentary soap here. Little toilet scrubber. Looks like I can.
You're taking the toilet brush? You're taking the toilet brush. Jack, that's a fucking used toilet brush. That's disgusting. That is no, the towels, whatever, sure. The poopy brush?
Across some clothing hangers here. Just so happens that I need a few.
Need a few clothing hangers. You came with an empty, was he wearing one pair of fucking clothes the entire time he's here? Just showed up with an empty suitcase.
Nice. Okay.
All right, no, this is also a level of stealing that is noticeable, okay? This isn't pulling up to a grocery store, buying 10 items and taking 3. The maid's gonna come into your room and realize that everything's missing.
Suitcase is looking absolutely beautiful. And for our third and final hack, I went ahead and printed out this. It's a simple, just married photo. But just underneath, you can see it says, gifts are very appreciated. No, I'm not married, and I have
Was he gonna leave a bucket outside of the room?
no idea if this even works, but we're gonna give it a shot. We're all set up. Here is our little poster.
All right, so checking in on the bucket, day number 2. We have 3 pennies, a used condom, and a half-eaten Jolly Rancher. That's nice. Oh, there's also a little pee and throw up in the bucket.
And that's where hopefully the gifts will spawn. By the way, this cruise is taking us to 2 stops in the Bahamas, 1 at Coco Cay and 1 in Nassau. Tomorrow we're gonna have to pick things up a lot more because in terms of profiting, we've barely made a
Oh, you're not even touching the surface, man.
dent. I'll be honest, I'm absolutely exhausted, so I'm gonna hit the hay and I'll see you guys in the morning.
What is the most expensive drink at a cruise? What is the most expensive drink on an all-inclusive? Grey Goose? That's if they allow that. Grey Goose and high/mid-end wine. Maybe that's why he's drinking like Prosecco.
Let's get profiting. Nothing yet. I made my way up to the top deck where I noticed we have arrived in
All right, it'd be a little fucked up, but you know how funny that would be if like there was pee in the bucket? Like that's it, just like pee in a bunch of quarters.
We have arrived in Coco Cay. This is where most people would get off the cruise ship and go check out where we docked. But me? No. I'm staying on the ship. The cruise is the most empty I've seen it so
Purple cow!
far, which means it's a perfect time to take full advantage of all the things on this ship. Let's get profiting. And what a better way to start the day than carbs and sugar. We got pancakes, we got eggs,
All right, that actually looks like a pretty good breakfast.
we got hash browns, we got bacon, we got apple juice, and we got coffee. This is a lot of food, bro. After deleting my breakfast, there was only one logical thing to do next. All right, guys, we got some more food. I have a piece of coconut cake, a chocolate chip cookie, and this kind of...
How are you functioning? This is so much sugar to start the day. Just, dude, a glass of apple juice, fucking chocolate chip pancakes, then just straight up desserts.
freaky looking piece of pound cake. Also got a sugar-free Red Bull. And
Oh, okay. Watching the calories here. There we go.
make it healthy, an apple.
An apple with the apple juice.
An apple a day makes the profiting sleigh. Wow, that was cringe. Best sound in the world. That hits crazy in the
Wow.
morning.
I love Red Bull, but I feel like if I chugged a Red Bull, I would get caffeine shakes. Like, I have to slowly consume that.
Thank you. Cheers.
Another
We
Red
gotta
Bull.
keep profiting. So I hit the gym to burn
Double Red Bull in? Yeah, having a heart attack at the gym.
off some of that disgusting pound cake.
Just some fruity pens.
Just hit a lick on the gin. What's the most like scrumdiddlyumptious thing you guys have?
Sorry?
Like scrumdiddlyumptious? Like yummy?
Sorry, smoothies and fresh.
Yo, excuse me, sorry, I don't really want a smoothie. Could I just have a whole zucchini? Thank you. I see you have a few back there. Are they washed? Do you know where they're from? Like what season?
This is an apple, lemon, ginger, and mint juice.
You just get a bunch of phallic objects. That'd be really weird.
Looks like it would cost me $20 at a Shreddy's spot in LA. Really refreshing. Wow. Now that I was feeling warmed up, it was time to get a little
You know where I could get some like hand sanitizer?
bit more serious about this challenge. Let's see how many of these things I can get down to add it to the total. 1, 2, 3. Can you take a video of me by any chance? Yeah, no problem. Hey, Mom and Dad. I know you guys said not to come home until I fix my addiction. But look, you can have fun and still have a drink. Love you guys. Hey guys, little update from in the bathroom. Might have bit off more than I can chew. Also, check out the posters they have above the urinals. What is that?
That is creepy.
But instead of crying like a little baby, let's get surfing. At first,
Shits himself. Shit, you just see a shit streak wave. Stomach's still not feeling great. Got to get on the wave pool though. Or not the wave pool, whatever the fuck this
I
is.
felt not
The
one,
flow rider.
but twice, and might have exposed my butt crack quite a bit here. But eventually, I got the hang of it. I look pretty cool, right guys? I then grabbed 2 blue cocktails that I slammed for the intro of this video. Absolutely crushed. Oh my gosh.
Bro didn't eat the maraschino cherry that came with it. That's the best part. If any time I get a drink and they give me, bro, it could even be like a beer. They would never do that. Any drink you give me, if you add a maraschino cherry to it, I'm immediately thinking that's a better experience. Olives? Oh, fuck no.
I have a massive plate of Mexican food in front of me. I got some rice, a beef burrito, a little quesadilla, and some nachos that I absolutely loaded up with beef and cheese. I also got a lemon.
Another take. Nachos stress me out. Whenever I'm at a restaurant and somebody's like, ooh, they got nachos. They got the loaded nachos. And they order it and I see the plate come out and it's an actual mountain of fucking queso chips, guac, meat, salsa. I'm like, how do you, it's stressful. It's like it's like looking and understanding a paradox. It's like solving a puzzle. And I told my friend that like 4 days ago when we were at a restaurant and he got fucking nachos and he was like, dude, I love this. It's too much. You don't know where do you start? Where does it end? Wherever you want. That's the freedom of it, I guess. I don't know. I just don't want to look at it.
And the best drink to
I'm sick.
pair with Mexican food, a Corona with a lime. I am gonna eat. I'm so full.
You didn't put the lime in the Rona.
I got myself a milkshake from the onboard Johnny Rockets and walked my way over to the hot dog stand. This is gonna sound crazy, but recently I ruined the taste of hot dogs for myself. I did a little something called the 999 challenge. Basically, you try to drink 9 beers and eat 9 hot dogs within 9 innings of a baseball game. And I'm proud to announce that this is gonna go on my 2nd channel. That's right, guys, I'm starting a 2nd one. It's gonna be called Pack Gembrook.
It's just the reverse of his name.
Pretty funny, right? It'll be the first link in the description. Please go subscribe and watch the video. It'll be live at the time you're watching.
I've never tried the 999 challenge, but I think the only thing that's hard is the hot dogs. I think 9 beers in 9 innings, you're going to be drunk, but that's like a very doable amount of alcohol for an average person in like 4 hours.
Anyways, I'm gonna eat this hot dog. Definitely brings me back to the challenge, but hey, the everything bun is a nice touch. Here's my unicorn right here. Don't mind me, just profiting. Nothing more. Definitely not having fun. All right, I got a big fancy dinner reservation.
That grown guy behind him looks like he had no fun on that fucking carnival ride.
In a couple of hours at 8 o'clock. I was trying to decide what I should do for the time being, and when in doubt, there's always one option.
Day
All right, guys,
drinking.
I'm here with my bartender.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Let's go. What's your name?
My name is Glass.
I'm gonna take this cruise ship down. I mean, no. Thank you. Vodka Red Bull.
Yeah, if he actually went reasonable prices, like he's doing $12 mixed drinks and it's not costing the cruise ship $12, but that's what you would pay, maybe even a little bit more at an actual restaurant, so I'm fine with that.
Oh, that's so strong. You trying to kill me? Oh my God. Klaus got me right. Let's go. Bottoms up.
Oh God.
All right, I should probably be done. Nope, I'm good. Nope, I'm good. Can I get one more drink? Yes, thank you. Drinking this glass of champagne and watching the beautiful sunset made me think to myself, this is the coolest job in the world. This is the coolest job in the world. Oh, the voiceover already said that? I decided to head back to my room to prepare myself for a big night.
The tip bucket! Oh, there's gum in it!
Still
There's gum in it!
nothing. Oh, no, something. We
Awesome!
added a chewed
A free piece of gum! Score!
piece of gum. That's a hate crime. Yeah?
If I get something, I will put on your room.
All right, thank you. Hey, I appreciate that so much.
Finish your dinner?
I have a reservation tonight.
Oh, great.
A fancy one. Let's go.
Enjoy.
Hey, yo, fit check. This is one of the best restaurants on board, and it's very important because this is gonna be, hopefully, a massive way for us to profit. I trekked my way to the most expensive restaurant on the ship, and the
Oh, hibachi alone, though. You gotta sit with a fucking group of randos. I hate that about hibachi. That's the one thing that I despise. I would love to book a private hibachi table. If honestly, you don't even need to book a private one. You need to if you're doing hibachi, go with the amount of people the hibachi fills. Because if you go with if you go to like 2 to 5 people, you're gonna have like a couple sitting at the same table as you, and it's just so fucking weird. So now he's gonna be with a group of randos, and then you get picked for the egg toss, and he's like, open your mouth.
only way I could explain this was, this is so fancy. Wow. Let's go, baby. Thank you so much. And now it was time to profit big. Can I do a glass of sugar-free Red Bull? Crispy uzimi, snow spicy, and a
Oh, he's not doing hibachi. He's just sitting at a table. Makes way more sense.
champagne lobster roll. I honestly feel bad for the chefs that they have to cook all of that food. Now, while I see how many plates of food I can consume, I'm gonna do a little bit of multitasking and let you guys in on one of the most OP products.
I'm sorry, Jack. I'm skipping that.
I'm done. Good night. And it was going to be a good night indeed because we were just getting started. In order to not let this night go to waste, I decided to get a couple more champagnes and then
Oh, that guy's fucking hammered, dude. You can see it in his fucking eyes. Looking right through
in
him.
order to not let this night go to waste, I decided to get a
That's how you know, bro. If say I'm having a conversation with you. We're just talking, I'm like this. Now, if I'm drunk, do you notice the difference? Looking at you. Looking through you. Looking at you. Looking through you.
couple more champagnes and then decided to go even
You're just crossing your eyes? I'm not. I'm
harder.
looking past the camera.
and got not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 more glasses of champagne. On the way back to my room, I grabbed a couple water bottles and somehow got myself to take down 2 more glasses of champagne. Guys, there's still nothing in our
Well, I mean, he has it in a bad spot. It's just a random hallway. People are going to foot traffic.
gift bucket. That's the end of day 2. I am exhausted. I just pounded 8 champagnes. If my calculations are correct, so far we've profited $856. That means tomorrow we have to go even harder. So I gotta
Is
get
tomorrow the last day?
some sleep. Good night.
Tomorrow the last day he's got to double it?
Good morning. Today's a big day. Let's do this.
Oh my God, there's money. Oh my God.
Something happened in our gift basket.
Okay, I would kind of feel bad, though, if they gave me any amount of substantial money. You know what I mean? If there's a $5 in there, you know, that's whatever. I'd take that shit. If somebody leaves you like $100, I'd be like, oh,
Here. Oh
you just conned that person.
my god. $4. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Add that to the profit, baby. With an
Go gamble with it! Now put it on the casino!
absolutely beautiful start to what would be our most intense day yet, I went to the most fancy buffet on board for breakfast. I decided it would be a good idea to go kind of late on breakfast this morning so I can pace myself because today's gonna be next to impossible. I got some assorted fruit.
Yeah, salami at breakfast, isn't it, Jack? I'm sorry. Getting a little charcuterie board here is not the vibe. An untoasted bagel, plain.
Some meat and some cheese, a plain bagel, a beautiful looking yogurt parfait, an orange juice, and a coffee. I just heard they canceled our second stop in the Bahamas due to...
Oh my God, that is like a metric shitload of cream cheese in that bagel. Never mind. What the fuck? Y'all would want that much? How much? Is that too much or too little cream cheese? That is way too much. I know people like the schmear on that shit. I think that is like eating a fucking hockey puck of cream cheese. That's disgusting.
Some cheese.
That's just right. No.
A plain bagel.
Yeah.
A beautiful looking yogurt parfait, an orange juice, and a coffee. I just heard they canceled our second stop in the Bahamas due to weather conditions, but that's okay with me because I'm here to stay on this cruise and profit. I'm hoping this food will revitalize me. Let's eat. After picking up a smoothie, I needed something that was really gonna wake me up. The Abyss. Apparently, this is the tallest dry slide in the world. Let's take this
Dry slide.
puppy for a ride.
Oh, you sit on a fucking carpet. Never mind. I was gonna say, imagine sliding that down. Just fucking rug burn. Just slide burn right all over your legs. Your skin just peels off. Yeah, imagine falling off this thing, though, or like your knee clips the side. I feel like that would instantly tear your skin off.
Oh my God, holy shit.
Like sliding on asphalt.
That was way crazier than I thought it was gonna be. I think I need a drink after that one. And to pair with this drink, there was nothing better than an entire plate of food. All right, guys, we got a big old plate of food here, a fruit punch, and a mimosa. Somehow, some way, I have regained my appetite and low-key my will to live. I'm gonna slam this meal, drink these beverages, and then we're gonna get on our way because we have a lot of profiting to do. One of each dessert.
Yo, he is eating so much sugar. Nah, this is like the fucking... Dude, this is like too much. Too much. I feel like I would constantly be like worried I'm gonna have a heart attack. Like I'd be manually breathing the whole day.
Yeah, I'm a big back.
This ain't Dirty Balkan, dude. That is every dessert he said on the menu.
Cake. This one is easily the best. Then I thought, why not just slam 3 crazy strong cocktails? Bad idea.
Oh my God, that looks so bad. That looks so bad. Oh my God. I would have no fun here. Like, no fun. This woman is the vibes. Just slouched over, sitting on this fucking seat, feet in the water, like, ugh. Pool water smelled like sunscreen and pee. What percentage of this pool is pee? Yeah. I'm gonna go 5%. 5%. It doesn't look like pool water. It's very murky because of the sunscreen, but also there's probably an absurd amount of piss. Oh my God, head under the water.
And then I grabbed 2 Red Bulls before my next activity. Rock climbing. Yeah, they have a actual rock climbing wall on the ship. Give it a shot, I guess. I can't believe they actually have this on a cruise ship. I got about halfway to the top, which honestly, I'm proud of myself for. That was terrifying. My second home at this point. What's up, bro? How you doing? Good to see you. Wow. I chugged 6 glasses of champagne. All right, guys, little update. I'm breaking out in some sort of face rash. If I had to guess,
It's probably from the champagne.
yes, I think all of the consumption is like really starting to catch up to me. I'm gonna head back to the room to prepare for tonight.
It jump cuts and his face is just fully swollen. All right, so I think I had some sort of allergic reaction to something. Like, you can't even see. I had some sort of allergic reaction to something on this cruise ship. Might have been one of the desserts. Now that I'm thinking about it, it might be the pool water.
But first, water slide.
Oh my God, it's so dark. I would go down the slides because I feel like the water on the slides is probably fairly clean.
Put already some
What happened?
money here, and I put already there on the table.
Since I've been gone,
Bro, he gave him... Oh, no, he didn't give him the money. He said if there's any money in there, he'll move it because people will just take it out of the bucket.
On for my room, we made $6. And
Score!
we got 2 rubber duckies. This is crazy. Guys, I'm back in my fits. Here's the plan. First, I have a dinner reservation at the steakhouse. I'm gonna take full advantage. Second, tonight we're commencing something called the bar crawl.
Oh my God, my fucking nose is bleeding.
Attempt to drink 1 drink
No, I'm not getting a tampon yet.
at every bar on the cruise.
I love how everybody knows I'm about to grab a tampon if my nose starts bleeding. Okay, chat.
And third, I have a last-ditch plan that can make or break this entire thing. We have a long night ahead of us. Let's do this. At this point, I knew exactly what I needed to do. I got my basket of bread, a glass of wine, and I crushed my starter within minutes. I got my
All right, those coconut shrimp looked really good.
New York strip steak and enjoyed it thoroughly, knowing that I had a little trick up my sleeve. I'll be honest, the steaks are pretty hard to eat. They fill you up very fast, but luckily, I prepared for this moment. See, earlier today, I asked one of
He's doing the Olive Garden breadstick thing. Is he going to start shoving New York strips in a fucking plastic bag? Jack, please. Jack, you are at a fancy restaurant. You're going to start slipping fucking New York strips into your pocket.
the maids for these trash bags, and we're gonna use this trash bag to get a few more steaks. I'm gonna have to do this a little bit secretly
Bro, secretively, you're going to have to space him out by like 20 minutes, too.
because there's a lot of workers around me. I guess you could say the stakes are high. Now's my chance.
Okay, seeing this as another person at the restaurant, though, would be actually fucking hilarious. Like, imagine you're eating food like 3 or 4 tables by, and you're like, I think that guy's slipping his meals into a trash bag.
I don't think anyone saw me. We have 1 steak in the bag. I got 1 more steak.
Even as a worker? Yeah, I don't think they're going to say anything. Chad, if you work here, are you going to fucking say something? You know how weird that fucking interaction would be? Sir, we're not allowed to give you more New York strips. I saw you putting it into a Glad trash bag.
do this. Oh my god!
Oh my God, I think it just fell on the floor.
Steak. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Oh my god.
Oh my God, it got all over his bag.
Fuck. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, it's all over my backpack.
No one here knows I have steaks in my backpack.
Alright, guys. Oh my god. You hungry? Huh? You want some steak, bro? This could be a once
This kid's about to run
in a
away.
lifetime opportunity right here.
That's in the last one.
Oh,
I was like yesterday. I was just watching.
oh, you watch me?
Oh my God, he knows who Jack is.
Oh wow, this is embarrassing. I didn't know.
Can I get a picture?
No, of course, bro. Can I put the steak in it? Let's go. No. Sorry. Alright. Let's go. Hey, nice to meet you. Well, guys, it's time for the legendary bar crawl. 1 man, a ridiculous amount of bars, and a degenerate amount of drinks. Depending on how many drinks I could consume tonight, could determine the outcome of this entire video. You guys are
$200 left. Do you think he's getting that much down in 1 bar crawl?
truly witnessing history happen. I mean, it's not important history, but it's history. You know what I mean? Let's get it, baby.
Record that.
Wow, you just knocked my phone out of my hand.
Wow.
Why?
You're a little stronger. Hold your phone.
Oh,
Oh my God, you're so funny. Oh my God, is that a vodka Red Bull? Just a gal's night out? What are you guys doing later? Nothing? Oh. Oh, that's nice.
nice.
Wow, you're planning on your...
Oh, she's pissed drunk.
All right, guys. Really good energy here at bar number 1. It's going great. Cheers. I don't know.
Yeah, he's really creeping on you right now. Yeah, that's why he's hovering. Not like he was ordering a drink at the bar. Yeah, no, he's definitely being a perv here.
Apparently I'm a pervert. Have a good night. Oh my god. Bro, it's gonna be a long night.
I would have been way ruder than he was. I would have been like, yo, you're flattering yourself. I'm sorry. I'm just... Oh, he could have been such an asshole right there. Yo, this is so copyrighted. Editor. Oh, yeah. Fucking cut this shit out. Play on mute, bro. It's just him gulping down drinks. Wow, that is the entire song still playing. Holy fuck.
I want to say, drink responsibly. Don't do this. This is stupid. With that being said, let's keep going.
Fuck! Surely it's not playing the entire time, right?
Well,
Oh, he ate an entire pizza?
I didn't want it to come down to this, but here we are. Behind me is the casino.
Ooh. Minus $200.
Goes, God, okay.
Oh, he's fucking hammered. There's no shot he's gonna make right decisions in this casino.
I'm gonna put the
He has to, yeah, he has to go on roulette. He's not gonna be able to play like a card game.
remaining $224 on this cruise card. The way I do this is I always put it in the hands of a stranger. Oh my gosh, bro. I am so nervous right now. I'm putting all my money on black or red. What do you think I should do?
Always go black.
The last
I like that. I like that. I like that.
time I trusted a stranger, I lost.
You're gonna win.
It always comes down to the wire, and I always lose. But tonight,
Nah, red. No, you always go black. If you're doing one bet, you go black.
let's change that. Wish me luck.
You gotta stick with one. And it's not even because you have a higher odds. It's like, if you always have one in your head, it makes it a lot easier, because if you start switching, then you're gonna keep being like, oh, I should have stayed. Oh, I should have done this. Just always bet on the same fucking color.
Black or red? What should I do?
Black.
What should I do? Black or red?
Black. You're wearing
Bro, I mean, at this point, you have to. 3 people in a row.
black. It's like it's meant to be.
3
They
people
all
in a
said
row.
black. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Could I put $224 on black?
Okay, you're probably gonna have to do 225. I don't think they're gonna allow you to put $4 on black.
Oh my gosh. Let's go. Let's do it. No, black. Yep, black. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please. 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 Oh my god. It's so slow. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let it ride! Let it ride! Just full fucking change of emotions. Lets it ride, doubles it down, bro. That'd be $1,000. Misses. Oh no!
I won. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, bro.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 500.
Thank you. We just profited.
I would not leave. That's what my problem is. If I had won that, oh my god, I'm letting it ride. There's no shot, because the thought in my brain is, I'm up right now, but if I let it hit again, I have $1,000 versus me walking out like up 224, up 225.
From an all-inclusive
I think he actually ended up doing 250
cruise.
because he has 500 there.
I can't believe it. Thank you guys for watching. I freaking love you.
I love that video. Hello, everybody, bloody good. As you could see, we have the table out today, and the table means we're doing something special. And what that is the food gauntlet. We were originally supposed to do the food gauntlet yesterday. However, I was very hungover, and it would have been disastrous, to say the least, if I had to eat gross foods while I was already at base level nauseous. So, we are instead doing it today, as promised, from the F Cancer charity stream. Now, everything that we're going to be eating, we talked about on the F Cancer charity stream, except a few things. There were like 2 or 3 items that we kind of built in the food gauntlet that I was unable to purchase. One of them was the saltiest chip. Editor, throw up an image of that. I'm not really thinking that we, really lost out on the saltiest chip. I only found one website that had it, and it was like a Netherlands or European-based company that only shipped to Europe. So I was like, it's just a fucking salty chip. So instead, to replace it, I got canned baby conch, which I think will taste fucking disgusting. Packed with protein, though, to say the least. So we'll get into that at some point. We're probably going to scale in grossness / difficulty as we go through this. And we're going to go... We have a few things. We have stuff that is sour, disgusting, and spicy. And we're going to... Oh, and salty. And we're going to kind of scale through those as we go. And I'll, explain what we go through, or I'll explain each item before we review them, obviously, because some things you might have never heard of. To start off this lovely food gauntlet, you guys said that I should do something that M&J Metal, the Grand Wizard, the man, the myth, the legend, the YouTube legend, M&J Metal. I'll actually pull up his video real quick just to show. Okay, did I just tab out of my stream?
Hello YouTube, how you doing today? This is going to be a very good and easy video. Pepsi, maybe a little bit more. See.
What's the ratio we got going on here, Pepsi to hot sauce? Because I gotta match this. This is probably the easiest thing we're doing today as well. How much did he do? Oh god, he opened the cap.
Simple and easy.
Do you think he actually drinks this? Like, do you think this is like a casual soda he's enjoying on like a Sunday afternoon? Yes. Also, I gotta say, this is probably the first time I've ever bought Pepsi not at a restaurant for this video. Like, I've drank Pepsi a lot. Oh no, I've bought cherry Pepsis before. I do love a cherry Pepsi. Pepsi gets a lot of hate. I think it's not as good as Coke. But it's like if you're in the mood. So we got my big fucking beer glass here. And I've gotten some Texas Pete hot sauce. My mouth's watering. I do love Texas Pete hot sauce. And I do like Pepsi. So I don't know if this combo will be good. I don't think it'll be good in soda. Or how much I should do. Like a lot. I put this on my eggs, by the way. Big up Fanta. Yeah, can we get a ban on that guy? We'll just do the rest of the bottle. We'll just do the rest of the bottle. You gotta mix it up. The whole thing? Well, no. It was a half empty. Oh wow, that's like actually like real color. That turned brown. Oh god. I don't know. I'm kind of expecting to not even really taste the hot sauce and kind of just feel the spice. Like a spicy margarita, chug it. I'm not gonna chug it, I'm gonna sip on this. It's gonna be my drink for the stream. Never mind. That's not gonna be. Oh, yo, that is okay. No, that was a lot more off-putting than I thought it would be. The hot sauce is very, very forefront. I thought it would be kind of like an aftertaste, like if you've had a spicy margarita, forefront margarita mix, aftermath, you're like, ooh, taste the spice in my throat. No, this just tastes like Texas Pete. I'm tasting Pete right now. Ugh. It's not like gag worthy. It's just not good. As many of you may know, I've been starting to collect gold and silver as a little side hobby. And on top of that, I've gotten into these little fidget cubes called Neatos. And the easiest way that I've found them is on the live streaming app Whatnot. the sponsor of today's video. Whatnot is the #1 live streaming selling app. They have so many different categories of things that people are putting up for auction, including coins, toys, sneakers, sports cards, Pokemon cards, music, video games, and all these other categories here. And you can even search for something specific. So say you want to come on and buy Pokemon cards, you could just search up Pokemon and see all the people that are live actively selling Pokemon cards right now. You can chat directly to the sellers and other bidders. You can directly support small businesses and find something cool along the way that you might get for a pretty good price. This guy is selling cool rocks and minerals. Whatever this is, I'm going to bid on it. You can see all the people that are bidding, and it's, 5-second countdown. Every time somebody bids, it goes back up. So it's a lot of fast auction selling, and currently I'm trying to win this. I have no idea how much this is worth. I would be willing to pay $50, $60 for this. I think that's where I'm probably going to cap it off on. I'm still winning. $56. And bang! In the pocket. So click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen and download Whatnot and get $15 off your first purchase anywhere on the app. Plus, if you follow me on Whatnot, you will be automatically entered to win $1,000 in Whatnot credit, which could go towards a new pair of shoes, a gold bar, clothing, jewelry, rocks like I just bought that you saw just now, or more. It's literally up to you. Thank you to Whatnot for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it. It's not chug it. All right, I'm not gonna chug the whole thing, but I'll do some big gulps. Cheers. Whoa! Whoa! Makes you feel alive. Oh my God, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that at all. Wow. Wow, I'm a J-Metal. I don't know what he's doing or why. I know he did Pickle Pepsi as well, and that might actually be, like, more, I guess, taste-worthy. Just because they actually sell that at, like, fucking fast food places. But, yeah, that shit's getting a 2. That's not good. It's not good. It's not disgusting, though. It's just not good. Next. The only other, like, I guess, easy thing we have Bean Boozle. Oh, should I show you guys what we have? Let's do a quick run through. We have Bean Boozled, Vegemite, which I've tried, the canned baby conch. We have the saltiest candy in the world. This was in replacement as well for the saltiest chip. That is all salt. It's the saltiest licorice, black licorice. Also, I don't really think any of these... Okay, I think if I get a bad Bean Boozled, I might gag. I'm not gonna lie. The whole baby conch, do you think the shell's gonna be there? If the shell's there, that's probably gonna be a lot more off-putting. I don't think any of these are gonna make me gag. Now, this, on the other hand, is a 1,000-year-old century, or not 1,000 years old, 100-year-old century egg. And these are visibly rotting on the inside, and I think this will probably potentially make me have to run to the bathroom, aka go vomit. So I'm not looking forward to that. We also have whole freeze-dried chicken hearts. That's probably going to be pretty gross, too. I think these might be they're dog treats. Okay, so a part of the food gauntlet is dog treat chicken meat. So that's great. Yeah, it's just literally freeze-dried chicken hearts. I bet Daisy would love these. Chicken hearts aren't bad at all. Yeah, well, these are dog treats. Then we have, I think this is supposed to be, like, one of the sourest candies. It's like a black sour bomb. The packaging doesn't really do it very well. Oh, I forgot about this. Hot monkey nuts. Black, dude, that Pickle Pepsi's actually, like, making my stomach feel like shit. Black Widow's Bite hot monkey nuts. And sour pickle balls. This isn't really a food gauntlet thing. I just think pickles are gross, and I think that'll be really gross for me to eat. Oh, and then I also have a video of me opening surströmming. The reason I didn't do it on stream is because of Bobat, Bobat actually, and chat as well, when I asked. I planned on opening it in this room, and I thought that it would be, you know, just gross, and then come to find out that, like, if you open surströmming inside, it is, like, it smells for, like, weeks. And it sprays everywhere. And so, do you guys want to see that video now or later? I'll show the surströmming now. Let me pull up that video. I didn't eat it. I have free will, and I understand that this was a part of the Food Gauntlet chat. It was the most off-putting smell ever. Ever. And I'm not joking when I say that. Like, it was just, like, okay, you'll just, let me pull it up. What a liberal. Yeah, what a pussy liberal. Can't even eat surströmming. I had Jericho splice it together. God, that pickled Pepsi's really bad. Or not pickled Pepsi. That Pepsi hot sauce is really bad. Yeah, I had nowhere to eat this. And I needed somewhere that I could prop up my phone. And it made the shed smell for like 3 days. Yeah, I'm standing in a shed. Hey everybody, we are live from my friend's shed, where I'm going to be eating possibly one of the most disgusting things ever. Surströmming. I thought, I went into this going, I'm gonna probably not eat it, but I need to get a waft of the smell. And I obviously, you've probably seen videos. Also, this was $35. This can of rotten fish or fermented fish is $35. That's crazy. I've seen videos of people eat it. I've seen videos of, you know, people gag and throw up eating it. And usually when they crack open the can, they immediately, like, gag. And I was like, it can't be that bad. Peek the can. If I'm being honest, I don't think I'm actually going to enjoy this surströmming. I don't think I'm even really going to eat it. How I perceive this going down is I crack open the can, gag, maybe vomit, and then we move on. I've watched a lot of videos of people eat surströmming, and most people tend to vomit right when they smell it. I had to put that, I still have that can opener. I had to put that can opener in the dishwasher twice. I had to put it in a trash bag, bring it back home, and put it in a dishwasher twice. It smelled that bad. It explodes, spoiler alert, it explodes all over my phone. And I washed my, like, I didn't physically wash my phone. I had to wipe my phone down with, like, wet wipes, and I put, like, soap and a little bit of water, like, 9 times, and it reeked for, like, 2 days. Without further ado. Oh, God. I didn't think it was going to explode, though. I thought when people have it explode, it's like the can bulges. Bro, just watch. Differently. I don't want to drop it. Hold up. Cutting. Oh, no. I can't cut. You got to see the whole thing. How should I do this? I don't want to. Oh, it's juicing a little bit. It's juicing out a lot. You can see it right there. It's dripping everywhere. Oh, that really smells. Oh my God. Oh my God, no. Oh my God, no. Oh my God, no. Oh my God, no. I was going to play it up for the video. It's so much worse. I barely just... I'm actually trying to not breathe. I'm breathing... Stop. This is going to make me gag. This is actually going to make me gag. This is going to make me gag watching this. Dude, it was... no, I'm like remembering the smell. Chad, I don't think I can do this. No, this was like an awakening moment for me here. I was like, why am I doing this? I actually don't think I can do this. I actually don't think I can do this. Oh my God. It got on my fucking phone. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Hey, we did the food challenge where you probably saw me do all this other shit. I have free will. I'm saying no. I'm saying no. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. I also forgot. We have Bulldog Ramen. I already had to make it, and I gotta reheat it. For the love of the game. I actually can't breathe. I'm gonna throw up.
I open the can.
Okay, bro, the best way that I could describe the smell is like, have you ever been at like a fish market? Like, imagine, this is the way I described it to my friends in Brook. You catch a fat catfish. Big one. You cut him open, fillet his guts out, and leave him in a hot room for 3 weeks. Never open the door and then walk in randomly. Like, the smell fills the room. It's that bad.
I'm going to show you the fish, and that's it, okay? I'm not eating it.
Oh,
I'm not.
God.
I repeat, I'm not eating it.
It smells like a trash can at a gutting station. Worse. I used to go offshore fishing when I was younger, and I've gutted fish. I've smelled fish intestines and chum. Like, it smells really like chum, but like if it sat in a bucket for 3 weeks and you just never touched it.
I don't know where the fork went. Hold up.
It like dead bodies.
Okay, here we go. It is like just genuinely, oh, Jesus Christ, I don't have the other fucking glove.
Dude, and it smelled so bad that I was breathing through my mouth, and I still smelled it.
On. Oh my God, it's just fucking rotten fish. You could see it pooling. I can't even, you could see it pooling at
Oh
the
my
top
God,
there.
bro.
Okay. Hold up. Editor, cut this. I gotta pour
I
some
threw that shit in my friend's trash can right after I was done too, and the next day was trash day, and I kept thinking like, dude, whenever the trash guys come, I'm wondering if they're gonna smell this, cause like through the trash bag you smelled it.
I gotta pour some of the liquid out. I have to pour some of the liquid out. Oh my God. I can hold it. I'm holding it. I can't do this. I can't do this. Oh my God.
You're acting?
Oh my
Bro,
God.
I'm not. Yo,
Sir.
you think I'm acting? You think I'm acting? Look at that shit. Look at that shit. You think I'm fake gagging? You think I'm fake fucking... Bro, that is the most foul thing ever. Like, there's no part of me was faking that. I was bro, any motherfucker saying I'm faking that, buy a can of surströmming and just open it. Open it in a closed room.
Straubing, everybody. Oh my God, it just got on my hand. I'm done.
Stop. Oh my God. Yo, I'm stopped. Oh my God. Stop. I should have watched that. I should have watched that after. Why did I watch this before the fucking food gauntlet? Okay. Well, I don't know what order we should do. I think I should scale. Let's start with Bean Boozled. Bean Boozled's pretty weak. Everybody's done Bean Boozled. Bean Boozled, yo, I feel like it's the most relatable thing that everyone wants to play Bean Boozled. And you're so hype about it until you get one that's ass, and then you're immediately like, okay, I'm done. I have multiple times played Bean Boozled with my friends. I'm like, this will be awesome. And then you get vomit, and you're like, okay. Okay. Bean Boozled. You know it. You hate it. Doesn't that woman kind of look like the Hawk Tuah girl? I always think that when I see the Bean Boozled thing. I feel like I buy Bean Boozled like every 3 months, play it like 2 times, and then throw it out. Because it's fucking disgusting. Actually disgusting. How many should I eat of these? We have, option-wise, juicy pear or booger, strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish, berry blue or toothpaste. That's a cop-out. That's a cheap one. Cappuccino, liver and onions, peach and barf, pomegranate or old bandage, and top banana or wet dog. We also have licorice, burnt rubber, toasted marshmallow, stinky bug, tutti frutti, stinky socks. Ideally, I think I'd do 3 spins. 5 at a time. Let's do 5 spins, and I'll eat all 5 at once. And then we'll move on. Ideally, I get berry blue and toothpaste 5 times. That's not going to happen. Realistically, I'm pretty sure I don't want barf. I don't want barf. Old bandage I could swallow. Wet dog, stink bug, burnt rubber. Burnt rubber, not bad. Not bad. Wet dog, not bad. And then I think I could probably also rip old bandage. Liver and onions, not great. All right, first spin. Okay, it's in between berry blue and dead fish. We'll count that as a respin. Because I'm not going to... you guys are going to say dead fish. We're going to respin. Okay, that doesn't count. There we go. Cappuccino and liver and onions. Awesome. 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 It's always hard to find which one is the color of the thing that you're looking for. Some are, like, really easy, and then others I'm just like, I feel like I just grabbed the wrong thing. All right, licorice and burnt rubber. Ideally, I get 3 good ones and 2 bad ones. Does anybody know the statistics on fucking, what's it called? Bean Boozled? I got marshmallow and stink bug. Like, if I get 3 good ones, I think that'll mask the bad ones. It's dead 50-50. Is it really? Peach and barf. That's probably one of the worst ones. You think I could test? You think you could smell them? One of those is bad. I think that toasted marshmallow one stink bug. This fucking spinner sucks. Another black licorice. Can I please throw a berry blue in there for freeze? I already have 5. I get 1 berry blue. I have to eat all these at once. I get 1 berry blue or toothpaste. No? All right, fuck you guys. I'm going to eat all of them after. All right, fuck you guys. To celebrate. All right, here we go. Wait, what do I have? I have black licorice or burnt rubber, barf and peach, toasted marshmallow, stink bug, and then... oh, liver and onions. I really hope I don't get liver and onions. All of these are bad. The 2 burnt rubber ones, even if I get 1 at a time, should I do 1 at a time or all at once? We'll do 1 at a time. First one, licorice or burnt rubber. It's burnt rubber. It's burnt rubber. Not great. Not great, not bad. Surprisingly sweet. It does taste like a tire. It tastes like the smell of a tire. Licorice. We're 1 for 1 right now. 1 for 1. More good than bad. Oh, why did I eat those 2 first? Those 2 were like the only good ones. How do they manage to make that? I was asking the same thing. Do you think they put, like, liver in it? Like an essence? I feel like it has to be, like, an extractable juice. Well, they're not, like, extracting vomit. It's probably some sort of pheromone and taste that's similar to the taste of vomit. Peach or barf? Okay, I don't give a fuck if these 2 are bad. Too good. Too good. 2 and 1. 2 and 1. Liver and onions. Or what? Oh, cappuccino. The fuck is that going to taste like? Probably a cappuccino. Stupid question. Well, I already know it's going to be a cappuccino, so. You know what's crazy? I think I've gotten better at eating actually disgusting shit. Like, when I was younger, that probably would have made me vomit. That was disgusting. It was liver and onions. Stink bug. Or marshmallow. Spoke a little too soon there. Spoke a little too soon there. I gotta I can't. I gotta finish it. I gotta finish it. Oh my god. You drank your own piss before? Yeah, but drinking your own piss. Like, if one of these was piss, I would be spinning that one constantly. Because that one, that's not that bad. Piss is like salt water. Toasted marshmallow or steak bug. Three for two. And we celebrate with the berries. Beautiful. Beautiful. 5 more spins? Fuck you. We have a million things to review. I'm not swallowing these. I'm letting you know that. I'll chew them up, though. Oh, down the hatch. No. No, there was a bar for 2 in there. There was a bar for 2 in there. The first one I cracked was bad. If I inhaled, I would have thrown up. Oh my god. Some jackass said food waste. Yeah, because that's how we're gonna save the world, is being boozled. That's how people are gonna get their calorie intake. Oh, food waste. You could have given that to a homeless person. Yeah, because I'm going to give a homeless person fucking Bean Boozled jelly beans. Saltiest candy in the world. It says Swedish bastards. Svenskvalar. Svenskahalvlar. Salty licorice filled with licorice cream. No palm oil. Oh, thank God. I thought there was going to be palm oil in this. I gotta say, oh God, these look even worse than the ones from Iceland. I ate a lot of, like, Nordic salt-based candy, and I don't get the hype. I literally do not get the hype. I think there's certain salty candy that's pretty good. I'm going to say Mexican candy or certain Hispanic candy that is salty, spicy, and sweet at the same time. Chef's kiss, right? This, very acquired taste. Not only is it black licorice and there's licorice cream, it also is just literally covered with salt. Like, that is, it's just, what the fuck? I don't think this is going to make me gag. I just think it's going to be gross. Oh! Oh my God, it's like almost painful. Oh my God. It says one piece only has 2 milligrams of sodium. How is that possible? Like, why is it so salty? It's 1 piece is a serving. That's cap. It says 2 milligrams. It's so fucking salty. It's so fucking salty. I think it's the salt on the top, but I don't know what this filling is. Cheers. like, this sucks. Oh my god. Like, like I feel it in my nostrils. I'm not gonna throw up. I'm not gonna throw up. It doesn't taste... Okay, listen. Like... Oh, fuck! Who would eat that? Ugh. Ugh. It tastes like ammonia. It tastes like ammonia. Oh my god. That's what it is. The smell in the top of my nostril is like when you crack smelling salts. It woke me up. I'll say that. Dare to experience the world's saltiest licorice. Svetska Valar is the original unapologetically salty licorice that stands unrivaled in the world. Embrace the salt. Embrace the bold. Embrace Svensk Valar. I don't know who would it... Like, I can't imagine somebody being like, this is my movie snack. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I just don't understand. Like, I ate one piece of that, and I'm like, I'm good. I am... I'm good. That's the salt for the day. It literally smells like... I feel like I'm smelling salt in my nose. Wow. I refuse to believe that one piece of that is 2 milligrams of sodium. Wait, how much is sodium normally measured in? Is it milligrams? Yeah. How is it that little, though? Because that's like as much salt that would be on like a bag of potato chips. Maybe because it's just on the top. I don't know. That was worse than Bean Boozled. Not like, it wouldn't make me gag, but it was like, that was like a repulsive feeling. Following it up with something that's almost as salty. Vegemite, which Australian people love. Australian people love Vegemite. I think on a piece of toast, it's good. I had it once before. I don't even remember what I had it for on stream. I had it on toast, though. Do a spoonful. I don't have a spoon, so I'm going to do a fork. But it's so thick that it'll still pick it up. If you don't know, Vegemite smells kind of like poop. But also good at the same time. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Vegemite is, no, it, like, okay, forefront, like, okay, you know how there's, like, layers to smell and taste? The forefront smell is like dead fish. Like, the forefront smells bad, and you can't really it's not dead fish. It just smells bad. But then right after that, there's, like, a waft of, like, oh, that smells kind of savory. Kind of like a Worcestershire or an A1. It's so thick. And it looks just like a chocolate spread. Like, if you had COVID, I feel like somebody could convince you that this is like Nutella. What is it? It's like a yeast. I don't even know what Vegemite is. It's yeast. It's yeast extract, salt, and malt. That's it. And then riboflavin. So, like, other random chemicals. Folic acid. Is this healthy for you? Do Australian people eat this? Hey, Libby, local Australian in chat. Is Libby here still? Libby, do you guys eat this all the time or no? Like, is this like a... Look at this. Like, this would... I think if I held this here for, like, weeks, it would never fall off. It's, like, almost as... It's like a liquid and a solid. It's 5 a.m. for her. On toast. Yeah, I had it on toast, and it was good. Like, I kept this. Like, I would eat this with toast. I just think by itself, it's so overpowering that it's disgusting. Ah. Oh, it coats your mouth, man. It really gets in there. I wonder what my stomach molecules are thinking. I'm just putting a bunch of foreign food into my body. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was not as salty as the fucking salt licorice, obviously. It was on par in terms of taste like that. I think Vegemite is meant to be a very, very thin spread. And it's good. It's like people that just drink Everclear straight. It's like you got to dilute that, you know? You can't just drink Everclear. Same shit with Vegemite. You don't just take a scoop of fucking Vegemite. Next, we have hot monkey nuts. I don't know if this one was on the Food Gauntlet list from the charity stream we did last, but I somehow found this, and I thought it would be good to eat. What is that? I don't know. Yuck. I don't even know what this is. Have you got the guts? We are Hot Monkey Nuts, makers of deliciously spicy artisanal peanuts. We've created a line of healthy snacks for adventurous foodies. When a handful of Hot Monkey Nuts reaches your taste buds, you'll experience the robust flavor, followed by a rush of heat. These addicting, energy-filled snacks are made with all-natural, non-GMO... Nobody cares. I feel like these are actually going to be good, if I'm being real. They look good as fuck. Focus! It just looks like peanuts. Oh. Oh. There's Carolina Reaper pepper. Probably should have read the ingredients. Probably should have read the ingredients. That would have been great, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I just fucked up my OBS. I was just slamming shit. Oh my god. Get milk? I don't own milk. Brady! Brady! I fucked up my OBS. What do I do? Wow, that's spicy. Who would fucking just casually eat these? Oh my god. Roasted peanuts, peanut oil, black lava salt, jalapeno pepper, Trinidad Moruga scorpion pepper, Carolina Reaper pepper, chipotle pepper, habanero pepper, ghost pepper, cayenne pepper, black pepper, ancho pepper. Processed in a facility that has peanuts, dairy, and it says processed in a machine of fucking machinery that has nuts. No shit, it has fucking nuts. I'm eating nuts. Why would they have to fucking tell me that? Processed in a plant that processes nuts. No shit. I'm not gonna lie, they tasted good though. I feel the little kick from the Carolina Reaper. It's mainly jalapeno, though. That's why it's lower on the list. I'm getting these out of the way. I'm getting these out of the way. I'm not going to lie. I'd rather eat the baby conch. So we're getting these out of the fucking way because I think pickles are probably the worst thing in the world. Holy shit. Those sour monkey nuts. Oh, not sour. Sorry, I'm mixing alcohol. Sour monkeys. Those hot monkey nuts were pretty bad. Pretty bad. They were pretty spicy. Oh, these look... Oh, God, they fucking stink. Like, who's buying these and enjoying them? Why are they hard? Oh, it says say no to drugs on the top. You think people are eating these instead of taking drugs? Cucumbers, water, vinegar, salt, alum, calcium chloride, sodium benzenate, and potassium sorbate. Saladitos con pepino. Deliciously seasoned with a little kick. Oh, they're spicy? What do you mean a little kick? These are good? I don't like pickles, is the thing. I don't care if it's sour. No. 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 Wow, they fought... Dude, pickles are the most off-putting smell in the world to me. Oh my god, I thought we were getting through this. I was like, oh, I only have like 4 more things. I still have to eat these fucking chicken hearts. And the sour balls. Fuck this. Fuck this. And I always sit here and I know people say, Joe, you don't need to do this. I'm like, okay, well, it's content. But it's like, you know, I could do something more fucking wholesome. Some good mythical morning shit. Trying every Ben & Jerry's flavor. Instead, I go, oh, I'm gonna eat fucking baby conch in a fucking can. Oh, you know, who would order that shit? Me. I'm the only person that fucking buys this shit. Why do people who eat sour pickle balls? Fuck this. I'm eating half. I hate pickles. Throwing that shit out. I hate pickles. Mind over matter. You control your destiny. Sour pickle balls. A lot of pickle. Not a lot of sour. Ugh. It stained my teeth green. What the fuck? Why would I? My entire mouth is green now. Oh my god. Those are gross. Those are gross. I think if you like pickles, you would like those. I fucking hated that. Hell no. I don't know if I want to eat this just yet. I think I need to have that in the corner for a little bit long. Okay, and then this is also even worse. Let's just get this shit out of the way. Let's get this shit out of the way. Once I eat this, I will feel so much better. You know, my breath smells so bad. This is oh god, they smell. It's 1,000-year-old century eggs. You know the one thing I would never eat? I would rather eat surströmming than, it's not balut. Wait, is it balut? Yeah, balut. Where they have, it's like a dead chicken. Or it's like a baby chicken fetus. Yo, is this safe to eat? There's like mold on the eggs. Are they cooked? Are they cooked? Oh, hell no. It's straight black. Oh, God, and they smell, dude. Don't eat that. I have to try it. Hold up. I gotta crack it open, though. I gotta peel it. Dude, it's just, like, flaking like crazy, man. Are we sure there's not, like, a lot? Wow, the texture is that of, like, a Nido. Holy, it's like a slime ball. Wait, this actually feels amazing. It smells really bad. Look at that. Is that not, like, it's reflective black. That's reflective. You can see shit off of it. So, this is a century egg. So, it means it's 100 years aged. It's not actually 100 years aged. I don't know what they put it in. Does anybody know? I know they put it in something that makes it age very quickly. And so it turns black. I'm pretty sure they're safe to eat. They put it in milk? I don't think they put it in milk. I feel like they put it in, like, a vinegar, like, solution or something. Hold up. I'm kind of wedging the egg out. Wow, there we go. Look at that. What is with these things and smelling like chemicals, man? I have 5 of them. Anybody want one? Chat, by all means. By all means. By all means. Should I crack it open or just bite into it? It's very, very bouncy. It smells like ammonia. Like heavily like ammonia. God, it smells just like this shit. When I was saying I ate that Swedish salt candy or whatever, and it was like very ammonia heavy on the back end, it's the same thing. The inside looks like rotten. I am doing a nibble. I am doing a nibble of this. I need to cut it in half. I need to see the insides. You're right. We'll do a chop. Oh, yeah, that's even worse. That's even worse than what I expected. It's green on the inside. It looks like mud. Yep, looks like a fat fucking shit. Look at that. Is this safe? It smells so bad. I love hard-boiled eggs, though. I'm Googling this. Are century eggs safe to eat? Yes, safe to eat when properly prepared. They're preserved through an alkaline curing process that prevents bacterial growth. And they're cooked, making sure they're ready to eat in moderation. Contrary to popular rumors, they are not soaked in horse urine. Oh, phew. Phew. They're treated with ingredients like clay, ash, salt, and quicklime. Thank God. they're not covered in fucking it's cow urine. Stop, don't say that. Traditional unregulated methods speed up processing, which is toxic. Make sure you buy from a reputable source. I bought these on Amazon. Is that reputable? It's over. I bought these online. I bought all this shit online. It's cooked. All right, I'm going to eat. I'm going to cut off a piece that I'm going to eat. Oh my God, the whole yolk, dude. The whole yolk just came straight off. Oh my God. That's going to be the gross part. That's going to be the gross part. I'll eat the yolk with a little bit of the fucking white. We'll do this. Mind over matter. Over the white. Okay, yeah, the black. Okay. It's not an egg white anymore. It's not an egg white anymore. It's not. All right, yeah. All right. Mind over matter. Pressure makes diamonds. Cheers. I wasn't ready. God, it smells so fucking bad. I feel like this is going to be if my shit smells so bad, too. I have a feeling, and this is just a prediction. I don't think I'm going to gag. I think this is going to actually taste like chemicals. I think while I eat, I don't think it's going to taste like repulsingly bad. I think it's actually going to taste like chemicals, and that's going to be what's off-putting. Because it smells like ammonia. Stop stalling. You have not... Do you know how much an egg is? 10 cents? A quarter? Like, bro, it's an egg. It's an egg. Your teeth? My mouth tastes disgusting. Like, I still have that pickle remnants. It's bad. It's bad. My breath reeks right now. Couldn't be worse. Oh, God. Okay. We have 4 things left. The Bulldog Ramen, which I have to go get after. Baby Conch, Chicken Hearts, and the sourest candy. Which do we do first? Chicken Hearts. I'm choosing. Conch shell, I gotta build courage. Anything in a can? These are dog treats. But they're just freeze-dried chicken hearts. I would assume it's safe to eat. For your dog's best life, proudly American. Not all protein is created equal. At Vital Essentials, we're obsessed with sourcing, harvesting, and freeze-drying quality whole protein for your dog. Why? Because we've seen the benefits of premium raw diets with our own pets. Wait, this is raw? Store freeze-dried products in a cool, dry place separate from human food. Clean hands and surfaces with hot, soapy water after each feeding. This is making me think this isn't safe. Yo, that aftertaste of that egg is actually fucking disgusting. That's where it's getting me right now. Like, my whole mouth tastes like ammonia. If it's raw, it's not safe. Can I eat a freeze-dried chicken heart meant for dogs? Yeah, you can technically eat freeze-dried chicken hearts meant for dogs, as they're often just 100% chicken heart with no fillers, antibiotics, or hormones. However, if they're generally not produced under human-grade sanitary recommendations, they may be packaged with a not-for-human consumption warning. I'm not seeing a not-for-human consumption warning. Flip a coin. I don't know. Am I really going to be... I mean, this is a chicken heart versus an egg that's, like, aged. It's really hard, too. Like, I don't even know if I could bite into this. We'll do a little nibble. It's not good. It's not good. Do I think Daisy would love it? Hell yeah. It's not good, though. Tastes gross. The only reason I'm not eating that, chat, is because on the off chance that that is somehow containing a foodborne illness, I'm not trying to get food poisoning. So, we're going to let that. Don't throw it out. I'm not throwing it out. I'm going to give those to Daisy. I need a piss real quick, and I'll also go heat up that Bulldog Ramen. Wow, it smells in here. Wow. Smells like shit in here. Didn't even realize until I left and walked back in. I don't know what it is. Probably that egg. When we're done, I'm going to have to take out the fucking trash. All right. So, we have 3 things left. I'm going to get the Bulldog Ramen out of the way. Now, I've actually never had Bulldog Ramen. And I had to pre-make it, obviously, just because it's hard and I didn't want to have to fucking have you guys wait like 10 minutes. This is the one that we're eating today. 2x spicy Bulldog Ramen. It is 550 calories for one fucking serving. I don't know what they put in this that makes it spicy. Do you guys know? It says the sauce is chicken powder, hot pepper seasonings. It doesn't really say. Like, I don't know how spicy... The sauce is spicy, but I'm saying, like, I don't know how spicy I should expect this to be. The sauce is kind of, like, hovering on the bottom there. As you can see, it's a lot more red on the bottom. Oh, God. Jesus. It's not spicy, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we're about to find out. I don't think I'm gonna eat the whole plate. But I will eat a bit of it. I am kind of hungry, so if it's good... then that's great. Cheers to Bulldog Ramen. This is a bit of a mukbang, is it not? Interesting. What do you guys want to talk about? Well, ASMR. Oh, it's spicy. Oh, let's talk about the political and economic state of the world, why don't we? So, so we're only going to be having real conversations here. My God. It's hot. Oh, it's hot. It's, wow. Oh, wow. It's like building. It's making my nose run. It's like habanero hot, but like constant. Like it's not going away. It's only getting worse. Ah! It's making my nose run. Spicy wants 4x? Buddy, 2x is kicking my ass right now. Oh my God, I didn't think it would be this bad. It didn't even say anything that was that spicy. It just says hot pepper seasoning. Why is it so vague? Rip Joe's butthole? Bro, I've been having rabbit poops. I'm not shitting straight turds. Oh, wow. I'm done with that. I've been having... Oh, my God! I've been thinking I eating too much fiber. Oh, wow. No. There's a 4X? Get milk? I don't have milk. Oh, my God. It's not nearly one chip challenge. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I don't have ice cream. Oh, my God. It's just bad. I'm going to live in the pain for a minute. If I don't talk, I apologize. Salivating. Salivating. Look. Holy. Oh my God, that's disgusting. Oh my God. I'm not finishing that. I'm not finishing that. Who would eat that for enjoyment? Way too spicy. L food waste. Disrespectful. L food waste. Let's get this gross shit out of the way. And then we could, we could round it off with something enjoyable. Something sour. A mega sour. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I didn't show you what it is. Sorry, I didn't show you what it is. A whole baby conch. I ordered this myself. This wasn't even on the... When does this expire? Eat it before March of 2027. Chat, also, if you're trying to bulk, peep the macros. Peep the macros. 1 can, 900 milligrams of sodium, which is crazy. 2 grams of fat, only 0.5 grams saturated fat, 40 grams of protein. Holy protein. Don't smell, 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 don't smell. Don't smell. Please. Please. Smell like nothing. Smell like water and salt. I haven't breathed through my nose yet. God damn it. I have to drain this. Oh, that's not good news. Look how... It's murky. Murky ass water. Murky ass water, and I also fucked this shit up. I need to get, like, one piece down. One piece? I'm losing my mind. I feel like I'm gonna fucking cut myself on this. I'm just gonna pour it straight into the trash can. I'm pouring the water out. Oh my god, unless my headset gets stuck on my fucking table! On my fucking table! Yet again! If I spill that fucking baby conch water... God, it smells... Dude, it smells like fucking poop. Oh, it's a whole fuck. I don't want to eat that. I don't want to eat that. I really don't want to eat that. I've eaten canned octopus, and that shit, surprisingly not bad. It ruined my toothbrush. It made my teeth, imbowed. It gave the smell of the canned octopus on my toothbrush, and I think the same thing's gonna happen with this. I thought it was gonna be one big conch. It's just a shitload of baby conchs, dude. And it's got like a fucking wart foot. That's disgusting. And it smells horrible. It smells horrible. Just lock it in. You know what? You know the funny thing is, the other day, there was a chatter that was like, I appreciate you gagging off camera. And not throwing up. Yo, if they're tapped into this stream, I apologize, buddy. Stop stalling. Dude. I'm not eating the whole fucking thing. I don't know what I should go for, though. It has this hard foot. And then it's like a weird shell around it. Is this like organs? God, dude, the macros are crazy on this shit, though. You know how fast you'd bulk up? Oh, God, well, I don't know what that... I don't know if it's better if I take a bite or if I just eat the whole thing. Like, okay, here's the problem. Textures, chat, I know I'm stalling, I don't care. Texture's such a big thing for me. If I bite into this and it goes, or it pops, I'm throwing up. Like, the taste is less of a problem. It's the smell. Like, if it tastes like shit, dude, that's fine. Like, I just need to be able to chew it. If it's chewy, that's going to be a problem. It's going to be rubbery. It's going to be straight rubber, and this texture on this wart foot here, I'm not vibing with. Are conchs mammals? No, right? Just fucking eat it! Straight rubber. It's straight rubber. It's straight rubber. I'm eating a tire. Oh my God, it's exactly what I didn't want. Wow. You know how, oh my God. Oh my God. You know how you have to make that conscious connection in your head to go, I'm going to swallow this now. Like, you could say, I'm going to swallow this, but your body needs to let you swallow it. Like, have you ever had a really chewy piece of steak and you're just going, and you're just like, okay, at some point I got to swallow this shit. I've been chewing it for like 30 seconds. That was that through and through. It literally just felt like I was eating fucking like gristle on a steak. So rubbery. Exact same taste as the octopus. Exact same taste as the octopus. The taste was a 4. Maybe a 3. The texture was a 1. That was bad. Now, if I could grind this up with like rice and just fucking rip it, bulk meal. I mean, bulk meal. Lean meat. 40 grams of protein for a can. The fuck? That shit's awesome. All right, now we get to round it off with something that's happy. Well, not really happy. The world's sourest candy balls. They're Black Megadeth. Black Megadeth balls. There's like different brands that make them, but they're these super covered. What is that sour powder? Oh my God, what's that called? What is that sour powder called? It's not citric acid. Malic acid. Well, it might have citric acid too. Yeah, it's citric and malic acid. So it's just fully covered. The ball itself is black, but it's white because of that. No reaction. After the baby conk, I can conquer anything. Conk. Conquer. Play on words. It's rock hard. It's like toxic waste. These are actually good as fuck. That's not even a food gauntlet. That's a reward. That's a reward at the end. I love sour shit. I love sour shit. Look at this. Fuck! Anyways. I used to eat toxic waste every day. And if you gave me a little jar of toxic waste when I was a kid, I would eat all of them in a day to the point that the roof of my mouth would be bleeding. I was addicted to sour candy. Bro, no, because it was sharp. It was already sour, so it eats away like your fucking gums or whatever. And the roof of my mouth, I would obviously be moving around, so it'd scrape. Teeth check. Well, that was fun. That was an interesting food gauntlet. Should we do another one at some point in the future? Surely could. You know how many gross things I could probably fucking eat? 1 million. You know how many weird canned ocean creatures they have? Probably 1,000. So, we did that because of the F Cancer charity stream. We might run that back in the future with other food, but I think it was overall a success. Overall success. Now, did I kind of wimp out on the Bulldog ramen eating all of that? Yeah. Did I not eat the surströmming? Yeah. I don't think there's an amount of money that I would have eaten that surströmming. Like, I would have been eating my own vomit for me to get that down. So, it was great though. It was great though. Anyways, chat, we're still going to be streaming. We're going to play games now, but I have to move all this shit out of the way. So that might take me a minute or two. How Shohei Ohtani happened.
Run game, the dream matchup. It's easy to see why someone might call this a dream matchup. It's the final out of the 2023 World Baseball Classic between the two best baseball countries, the USA, who invented baseball, and Japan, whose own baseball culture has thrived for more than a century.
Isn't baseball the biggest sport in Japan by like a long shot? And baseball's not the biggest sport. People would say baseball is America's sport like 30, 40 years ago, but I feel like what is the U.S.'s sport now is most definitely football, right? Like, I feel like people care less about the World Series than the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's big fucking event. Super Bowl's a huge fucking event in the U.S. What's Japan's biggest sport? Baseball. Often called the country's pastime with a huge number of fans who follow professional leagues and high school tournaments. Yeah, Japan, interestingly, has like one of the coolest tournaments in like baseball in general. I think it's like every high school team or like every participating high school team is like a one elimination tournament. And so it's like thousands of teams. Japan high school tournament number of teams. 48 teams from a prefectural qualifying system and national high school baseball championship featuring 49 teams. And dude, they get like stadiums full of people to watch like high schoolers play baseball. Like, it is huge there, and I never even knew that until like 2 years ago.
1 ball, no strikes.
It's also a matchup between the two best players.
And I'm not even like shocked, I guess, that baseball's big in Japan. I'm more so shocked that like the best baseball players in the US right now, or at least the MVP, and like two of the best players on the Dodgers are not even from the US. Whereas you would assume the NFL, like, how many foreign players are in the NFL? Why are there not more foreign players in the NFL? It's so weird to me how, like, baseball is kind of getting more and more full of, like, non-U.S. players, but the NFL just has, like, largely U.S. audiences. I feel like it's because there's, like, very similar sports worldwide, like rugby. Like, rugby's big. Yeah, throw it in sub only. Like, rugby's big or other shit that is, like, similar, I guess, like, contact sport-wise, and soccer is one of the biggest sports in the world. But I find it weird how more people from other countries wouldn't want to go to the NFL because so many foreign players play in the NBA, more foreign players play in the MLB. Why would not more foreign players play in the NFL? Because I feel like the contracts in the NFL are fucking absurd. They're some of the highest paying contracts in modern day sports.
Mike Trout, one of the best American hitters ever, and Shohei Ohtani. Mike Trout, one of the best American hitters ever, and Shohei Ohtani, the best Japanese pitcher ever, the best Japanese hitter ever, and some say the best baseball player ever.
The 1-0 pitch.
Didn't Shohei Ohtani just have the best baseball game ever played, where he hit like 3 homers and pitched like an insane game?
Swing and a miss.
I'm not a big MLB fan. Like, I don't watch baseball that often, but I feel like even as a non-baseball watcher, everybody's heard of Shohei Ohtani.
A fastball at 100.
Recency bias, but I guess.
But I think this is more than a dream matchup between two great teams.
2-1. 2-2.
Or even two great players.
The count goes full.
It's the moment baseball's past met baseball's future.
Ohtani's ready. Trout's ready. 3-2.
And the future won.
He struck him out! Japan's back on top of the baseball world.
The at-bat symbolized the passing of the torch from baseball being America's pastime to baseball being a global game.
This is the story of
Global game in the sense of two countries. Outside of the U.S. and Japan, what other countries love baseball? I feel like cricket is much larger in other countries. Yeah, Dominican Republic, but outside of that, I don't. China likes basketball in terms of American sports. Canada maybe, but like even then, Canada's main sport is hockey.
how Japan produced the best baseball player ever, and how he's paving the way to baseball's future.
Yeah, like global sports. What are global sports? Track and field, soccer. That's about all I would say is global. And I would say basketball is getting global. I think basketball is pretty big. Tennis, yeah. Like I'm more talking team sports rather than like singles or doubles, like solo shit. Yes, swimming, but I'm saying more invented games. Like, yeah, there's events in track and swimming, but like it's just an athletic activity, you know, that's turned into a sport versus like a thing with rules. Sperm racing? Yeah, I heard that's on the rise.
For many years, the American pastime has been the Japanese pastime.
I hate hearing that accent. I hate hearing that accent because every time I hear it, I think about how it's not even a real fucking accent, and it's literally the transatlantic accent that was purposefully made for the effect of feeling fancy and rich rather than it actually being a way people fucking speak. Nobody talks like that. That guy, when he gets off the fucking mic, just sounds like me. Well, we have old Curly walking up to the plate, seeing if he'll hit this base. Oh, and he strikes out.
For many years, the American pastime has been the Japanese pastime.
Americans introduced baseball.
Football announcers still have that voice? I would not say football announcers have a transatlantic accent. They talk in an announcer voice, but not a transatlantic accent. That shit's fucking annoying.
To Japan around the 1870s. So it's no surprise that American and Japanese baseball share
They talk more professional. Like if I was commentating on an NFL game, they'd be like, and he takes it home. Or not an NFL game, not a baseball game. And he takes it home. Shohei Ohtani, one of the best players we've seen thus far this season. They like deepen their voice. They talk more obnoxiously.
a lot in common. First and foremost, it's an obsession.
Here is a stadium packed for Japan's high school baseball tournament, 1920. Shinto priests.
Wild, too. 1920 packed for a fucking high school football game or a baseball game. Dude, no high school fucking baseball game in the United States is getting anywhere near that level of crowd.
Blessing home plate.
There's one set of bleachers with a drunk dad and an annoying divorced couple just sitting on the side. They really want to both see their son or daughter play softball or baseball, but they fucking hate each other, so they sit fucking 4 feet away from each other. No.
Opening day, 1931. And Babe Ruth.
Little League games do? Little League games do not have a crowd. Little League games have a crowd of parents and family members of the players. It's commonplace in Japan to go to a high school baseball game to watch it because it's entertaining. If you were just a random guy that pulled up to a high school baseball game today, people would be like, why the fuck are you here?
Ruth, swarmed by fans
unless it's literally like a high-level tournament. Like, if it's like a national level, that's different. Like, if you're at, like, it's the same thing with, like, other sports, like track events. Like, New Balance Nationals, people just pull up to.
Tokyo, 1934.
That's just not true. It's because you live in New Jersey. But it's baseball, man. I think the equivalent of Japan's high school baseball turnout would be Texas's high school football. Football in Texas is so big that, like, high school games matter. Like, people will go and rep their city's high school for a fucking football game, right? Like, that's different. But I feel like that doesn't happen for, like, what state does that for baseball?
The U.S. crushed Japan in World War II, but baseball helped the two countries become allies soon after.
This isn't big league stuff yet, but someday it may be.
Japan's Nippon Professional Baseball League was structured a lot like the U.S.'s Major League Baseball. Teams were divided into 2 leagues, and some even shared the same name. But the 2 leagues didn't always see eye to eye.
What's the hardest baseball name? Hold up. Or baseball team? Being on the Hawks would be pretty fucking sick. Colt 45s, Angels, White Sox, Braves, Tigers, Dodgers, Giants.
2 leagues didn't always...
Is Colt 45 still a team?
Some even...
The Dragons? Yeah, that would be the sickest.
...share the same name.
The Dragons.
But the 2 leagues didn't always see eye to eye. In the mid-20th century, American teams often looked down on Japanese talent. And while some American players played in Japan, they typically were near retirement. Meanwhile, Japanese players were often pressured to stay in Japan.
Part of it was wanting to like maintain Japanese culture and pride.
Jun Lee's been reporting on baseball for a decade. He was on ESPN. Now he runs one of my favorite YouTube channels.
It is swung on and foul tipped by Lee.
This was kind of where Japan was.
I truly believe facing a baseball is one of the scariest things. I would not be good enough to play professional baseball, but even if I was, I would be so scared to stand next to the plate while the pitcher on the mound's throwing fucking piss missiles. just fucking straight at me. Like, you get hit in the face, dude, you just fucking break your jaw.
Like, politically, over the course of, like, a lot of the 20th century, which was culture that was very inward focused.
It all came to a head over this guy, pitcher Masanori Murakami. In 1964, the Nankai Hawks sent him to the San Francisco Giants minor league team, just for some experience. But Murakami impressed the Giants, who started him on their major league squad. Murakami became Major League Baseball's first Japanese-born player and dominated the rest of the season. But when the Giants gave him a contract, the Hawks objected. The two leagues argued for months until reaching a compromise. Murakami would play with the Giants for one season, then return to Japan. And from then on, MLB teams were prohibited from directly signing Japanese players, and vice versa.
Really? When did that fucking change?
It widened the gulf between the two leagues. American players continued to go to Japan, but no Japanese player appeared in Major League Baseball for the next 30 years. They stayed in Japan and developed a distinct style of playing.
Very quickly, I want to show you something.
Do you think that's why, like, Shohei Ohtani and other players are really good, is because they get different training and play different than American players? So when they go against them, it's like a whole different spin of play or pitching or...
Pretty cool. Machinists at Henson
how they work.
Started out making aerospace machinery.
What the fuck am I looking at? Oh, is this a sponsor?
Your wallet too. Henson's line stays flat because when you over time, and turns out better for your wallet too. This chart shows the cost of razor ownership when you is really
Damn!
Differently than American people, and so they
My
have
monitor
adapted
just
the
turned off.
Japanese game
My monitor
to
just turned off. It just randomly just tried to refresh. What the fuck?
kind of suit the physical strengths and weaknesses that Japanese people have, and as a result, stylistically, the game is very different than what you would see in the United States.
Great American batters have power. They swing for the fences. While great Japanese batters have consistency. They hit more singles, doubles, even bunts to get on base. Great American
playing the long game versus fucking ripping it. Just trying. That's all I would do if I played baseball. Getting a single sucks. I'd want to hit that shit out of the fucking park.
Pitchers rely on velocity, throwing 100-mile-per-hour fastballs past batters. While Japanese pitchers rely more on craftiness, throwing forkballs, splitters, and sinkers to fool batters. In Japan, baseball players are also known to train far more often and with far more intensity.
This is just kind of the culture around the sport, that the repetition builds strength. It requires this intense level of discipline.
Still, many Americans doubted Japanese players would succeed in the U.S. if they could ever get there. Then in 1995, pitcher Hideo Nomo found a loophole. The Kintetsu Buffaloes owned his contract, but Nomo simply retired at age 26. Legally, a retired player could go anywhere, so Nomo went to the LA Dodgers.
That doesn't really seem like much of a loophole, no? All right, I'm done playing baseball. I'm going to go move to the U.S. All right, I don't really want to play baseball anymore. I'm going to go move to the U.S. Actually, I kind of do. I got a second wind. I think I want to start playing baseball again.
His twisting windup flummoxed American batters, and he went on to win Rookie of the Year and start the All-Star game.
Waved at and missed. And down goes Martinez. And down goes Bell. And who would have figured Hideo Nomo, last year pitching in Japan.
Nomo also got more Japanese fans.
Yo, that's actually so much aura, too, to fucking move countries to go play in another team's fucking league and then just maul them. Like, I always wonder how, like, Jokic feels. Or, like, any foreign NBA player that just dominates in the U.S. just coming over and just fucking literally just dumpstering everybody.
To start paying attention to American baseball. But his loophole made NPB owners worried their best players would leave. So in 1998, it made a new system where a Japanese team could do what's called posting a player to allow MLB teams to bid on him. Then the Japanese team could send him in exchange for a fee. Finally, a pipeline existed between the two best baseball leagues. And over the next 20 years, a steady stream of talented pitchers and hitters developed in Japan.
I don't understand though why they can't just go pro in the MLB straight out of like high school or college. I know a lot of MLB players in the US sign right out of high school, but it's like, why even go into the Japanese Pro League? Like, why go to the NPB if you could just go straight to the MLB?
Then went to the US, where they won awards and World Series, broke records, and made the Hall of Fame, all along proving that the Japanese style could thrive in the US.
Ichiro is kind of the ultimate manifestation of this, where he hit often less than 10 home runs a year, but he would get 300 hits in a season. I think they completely changed the perception of what was possible if we brought over Japanese players to the United States.
But Shohei Ohtani was different. He threw nearly 100 miles an hour, smashed home runs, and he was only in high school.
Yo! Nah. Like, how are there people that are just that good? Like, he's throwing 100 miles an hour in high school, and he's pitching and batting. People, like, when I talk to my friends that love baseball, they always just glaze the shit out of him. They're like, he's 2 players in 1. So it doesn't matter that they're paying him fucking $800 million delayed. It's worth it because they're effectively getting 2 of the best players in both of the biggest positions.
Heard of Shohei Ohtani when he was 16 years old because I'm a baseball sicko and I was following what was happening in the Japanese baseball tournament Koshien.
The century-old tournament is watched by millions in Japan, and in 2012, everyone was watching Ohtani, including major league teams.
He was kind of unlike any player that...
Bro, imagine having an MLB team. Do you think, like, who's somebody in the NFL, NBA, or MLB right now that was, like, getting looked at when they were a senior in high school? Like, the first guy that comes to my mind, oh my God, what is his fucking name? I don't watch the NBA. Oh my God, what is his name, bro? He dunks like crazy. Not LeBron. Bronny also got looked at because it was like, you know, you're LeBron James' kid. Who's the guy? Zion Williamson, I feel like, is the equivalent. I remember when he was in high school, because I was in high school. I was like a freshman when he was like a senior. And he was like the fucking news. Everybody was like, this kid's gone pro. Like, in a high school game, he would just fucking hit a spin dunk on people like it was nothing.
They had to ever come out of Japan.
Yeah, fucking windmill that shit. Literally in a finals game, these just fucking, 80 to fucking 10.
And
the Yankees, Red Sox, Rangers, and Dodgers wanted Ohtani to skip the NPB entirely and sign directly with them as a pitcher. Ohtani wanted that too. In 2012, he warned NPB teams not to draft him, but the Nippon Ham Fighters did anyway. It put Ohtani in a unique position. He could refuse to play for the Fighters, or use his leverage to pressure them into letting him do something no American team ever would. Two-way players are a thing of the past. That's someone who's both a pitcher and a position player, like Babe Ruth. But since the 1940s, no one in the major leagues really pulled it off, and today, no one's really allowed to try.
Being a pitcher and a batter is like playing 2 completely different sports. They require 2 completely different skill sets, 2 completely different approaches, and that wear and tear really, really adds up. A major league team, if they had gotten Ohtani at 18 years old, would have just forced him to become a pitcher.
But the Fighters were more willing to let him try both. So Ohtani made the
wow, so if he got signed when he was younger, he never would have been able to bat?
Decision to stay in Japan.
If Ohtani had grown up in Arkansas, he doesn't become the player that he is. He was this massive power hitter. There's a video of him hitting a baseball into the roof of the Tokyo Dome. And the fact that he was also doing it while being one of the...
Does that count as like out of play or something? If you hit the fucking ceiling in a stadium, so it's still in play. It falls down, they could catch it and it's out.
Best pitchers in NPB was kind of blowing everyone's mind.
But after 5 years in Japan, Ohtani still faced doubts in the US. So in 2017, when the Fighters posted him, Ohtani turned down bids from big market teams and instead went to the LA Angels, where he again used his leverage to be a two-way player. In his first at-bat in LA, Ohtani did this.
That's out toward right center field.
Dude, first at bat, another team, nuke it. bang, just fucking rips it out. Stop. You know, right there and then, too, the dude that was, like, responsible for getting him signed was just like, yes. Yes. Big fly. Just fucking so happy.
In 2021, he hit 46 home runs and went 9-2 on the mound, becoming the first player to be an all-star as a hitter and a pitcher. Ohtani was fast.
Oh my God, how much do you think that ball's worth? I feel like that's got to be on the market. Oh my God, Shohei Ohtani's first home run ball price. It's worth at least $100,000. Oh, Shohei Ohtani's first run ball as a Dodger is worth $100,000. It could be worth up to $3 million. First run ball price as Angel just says over 100K. Dude, I feel like there's somebody that would pay like $1 million for that.
Becoming the most exciting player baseball had seen in decades. And by 2024, he didn't need leverage anymore. The LA Dodgers signed him for $700 million, nearly double the next highest contract, because he really was two players in one. Actually, he was the two best players in one. Wins above replacement measures a player's total value, and in the last 5 years, Ohtani has the highest in the majors. And just last week, Ohtani played probably the greatest game in baseball history. He struck out 10 batters and gave up only 2 hits over 6 innings. And
I'm not a baseball expert, but in the beginning, somebody was like recency bias. And I will say, yeah, like recency bias is true of a lot of things. But like people will still be like, well, Babe Ruth. I'm like, well, Babe Ruth was like a 50-year-old fucking chronic cigarette smoker that played in like what, the fucking 1920s or some shit. Expert. When did Babe Ruth play? Like, it's the same premise. Dude, yeah, he was born in 1895. Like, it's the idea of, like, yeah, you're comparing apples to oranges of, like, dude, the game's entirely different now. Ohtani is undeniably the best player of all time. That's what I would even say in, like, basketball, people still argue about that. About, like, MJ. And I feel like that's an easier argument to have where you're, like, trying to compare, like, MJ to LeBron or something. But some people, where it's like, dude, there's so many, I don't want to say unks, but there's people that like hardcore defend like old like MVP players. But I'm like, dude, they were also good in a time where everybody else was ass or much worse.
And hit not 1, not 2, but 3 home runs to send the Dodgers to the World Series. Ohtani's a new kind of baseball player, mixing
Barry Bonds. Wasn't Barry Bonds also on a drastic amount of steroids?
American style.
Or am I wrong? I'm not a baseball expert. Wasn't Barry Bonds like fucking juiced to the gills? Like at that point, you could be like, yeah, okay, Barry Bonds, let's put Shohei Ohtani on steroids, and he would be fucking insane. Like he would be even more. He'd be even more good, even crazier.
Power and Japanese style consistency on both sides of the ball. But he only got the chance to do it because he started playing baseball in Japan.
Shohei Ohtani is America's
So do you think that Shohei Ohtani is going to change how the MLB recruits and places players, even not in Japan? Like, do you think the training regimen that like high school and college football team, or not football, baseball teams are going to do is like they're more open to two-way players?
Packed, reimagined, and repackaged back to itself.
Yeah, they're going to want the next two-way player because that carries the teams.
Now Ohtani's bringing the two best baseball leagues closer together than ever.
Impossible.
Imagine getting force walked 10 times the World Series because other teams know you'll beat them single-handedly. Yeah, no, didn't they just, they would just keep purposefully walking him. Like, I didn't watch any of the World Series, but I did hear that he was able to pitch, but they wanted to cut out his capability of play. So they would just walk him, give him a base, which is much better than them potentially giving up a home run.
Theater. And in a one-run game, the dream matchup.
Now, why was this moment so important? It's because it was the first moment.
I understand that's like a needed part of the game and it is a strategy, but isn't that a little lame, like that you're able to just walk players? I mean, in the same sense, it's like kneeling the ball in football. If like you're up and there's, you know, a minute left on the clock, you could just run the timer down. Like, I feel like every sport has some lame ass, you know, loophole where you could just fucking nerf people.
That Japanese baseball and American baseball shared a superstar.
You're giving them a base? Yeah, but you're giving them a base because you know that if you don't, they're going to fuck on you. like, if you don't give them the base, they're just going to maul you.
In the US, it was the most watched WBC game ever. But in Japan, 42% of households tuned in. Even though
42%? 42%? Oh my God, dude. What is that's the equivalent of like the Super Bowl for the US. What percentage of households watch the Super Bowl? 41 to 43%. It's bigger. In Japan, this was larger than the Super Bowl or just about the same.
It was 8 in the morning there. In 2025, MLB saw higher viewership across US TV and a 20% increase on Japanese TV, making it the most watched season ever there. Ohtani's also getting more Japanese fans to come to Major League games,
which is making American companies more money, so they're going to fucking start signing people like crazy.
When I asked June to come on this episode, he texted back from Dodger Stadium, where he saw scores of Ohtani fans, Ohtani jerseys in English and Japanese, Japanese beer, and a giant homage to Ohtani on a Japanese-themed hotel. This is just the beginning for MLB.
I had a conversation.
Oh my God, do you think Shohei Ohtani's on like everything in Japan? I would love to see that. Like the equivalent of how we have like Patrick Mahomes and other like quarterbacks just on so many adverts. Oh, he's got to be on like every product there. He's got to be the most known athlete in Japan.
An executive over Major League Baseball, and they said that Shohei Ohtani was their entire international growth strategy. They view Shohei Ohtani as their Messi and a Ronaldo figure, the type of person who almost becomes bigger than the sport to get people in the door, to care and invest emotionally in it.
Ohtani may even give MLB an edge over its competitors. U.S. sports leagues are racing to become global leagues. The NFL is playing games in Europe and South America. The NBA is in Asia.
I think the NFL has, just as from my biased perspective, I think the NFL has a lot of weird rules that make it harder to get into, but the premise, NFL is the toughest road, but I think it has the highest potential because people like watching other people tackle the fuck out of each other. Like, it's like, the NFL, dude, even if you don't know, if you know none of the sports, you just love watching. Like, watching football is fun.
Show.
You got rugby, though? Yeah, but, like, I don't, rugby as a competitor. I feel like the NBA is the most global, if I had to guess, out of the three big sports.
Hosting a league in Africa and talking about creating a league in Europe. They're competing to win over new fans in other countries. But nothing wins over fans in another country like a superstar from that country.
The lesson from Ohtani is that sometimes...
I think that's why the NBA is big, too. That's the problem with the NFL. If the NFL starts signing fucking random-ass European and fucking Asian and African players to the league, dude, oh my God, I feel like that'll start... Like, if you just had, like, some guy from fucking Germany as, like, an O-lineman... I feel like people would be like, I need to watch this. Like, if he's like the best, but they would have to be really good.
That means letting a player do something different.
Because Ohtani is an Ohtani if he's not a two-way player. And he's not a two-way player if he doesn't play first in Japan. And he doesn't play first in Japan if not for generations of players who perfected baseball. The Japanese way.
America invented baseball, but it has been elevated by someone who is not from the United States. He breaks all of the unwritten rules of what people thought was possible for someone to accomplish as a baseball player.
Wow.
Okay, thanks so much for watching.
I loved that video, and I'm not even that big of a fan of baseball, but I love keeping track of, like, the news in sports. Cinema. How the Super Bowl really works. I'm excited for this video. I know the Super Bowl just happened, but I went, so I feel like I could give my own personal insight on it too, so it'd be really cool to, like, you know, converse about it.
The Super Bowl isn't just a football game. It's a logistical monster. Behind one kickoff is years of planning, billions of dollars, and one of the largest security operations in the country. Entire cities compete for the right to host it. Thousands of workers.
Security's pretty lackluster, I'm not gonna lie. Snuck an edible into that bitch. Got in there with weed. Well, I don't know if they were searching for that. They did have drug dogs. But I had that shit in my pocket. You walk through a metal detector and they wave you with a wand too. That's it. That's it. But they do have security guards everywhere. They have security guards, cops everywhere.
Volunteers, media members, and law enforcement agencies are involved.
They shut down all the roads outside of it. That was like part of my complaint was when I left through the west side, and I was supposed to go to the east side to get in my car so I could go back. Or not my car, get in the car. I had a driver. And we had to walk like 2 miles because every road was fucking closed. So I'm just walking on a highway all the way around the stadium, this big lap, because they close off every fucking road.
Private jets flood airports. Hotel rooms disappear.
Yeah, dude, booking a hotel was actually so painful in San Fran. The Super Bowl was in San Jose. There were about 0 hotels in San Jose. I didn't want to stay there anyway because everybody told me that was a dud city and there's nothing to fucking do there. And I was there for like a week. So I stayed in San Fran because it's only like an hour away. And even in San Fran, bro, the hotels were like $700 a night, $650 a night. It's horrible. And there was like 3 hotels that were open. Everything else was booked.
And for 1 week, everything in that city revolves around a single event. So how does the NFL actually pull it off? In this video, we're breaking down how the Super Bowl really works. From host city selection, Super Bowl week logistics, to broadcasting, commercials.
Bro, it was the perfect, I'm not gonna lie, like, Levi Stadium in San Jose was the perfect fucking stadium for the Super Bowl. The amount of people that are showing up was not even a problem because there's San Jose Airport and San Fran Airport 45 minutes away from each other, 2 big-ass cities, and Oakland across the water. You could, like, they had no problem holding that amount of people. Like, if they have, when they have the fucking World Cup in New Jersey. Cooked. C-O-O-K-E-D. Cooked. That shit's going to be terrible. Already overcrowded ass state. And then on top of that, we're going to have millions of people flying in. You're on crack. If Newark Airport, the worst airport in the fucking world. Newark Airport. Worst airport in the fucking world, dude. We're going to have everybody flying in there. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Have fun getting to your fucking flight 9 hours early to stand in line for fucking 6. Hell no. But I will say, I was worried that on the way home from the Super Bowl, I was going to, like, be in a line waiting to leave at the airport. Bro, we left the next day at noon. We walked through security. There was no line. I was like, where is everybody? What happened to the 70,000 people that showed up?
And everything that happens once the final whistle blows.
At SFO? Yeah, there's nobody there. After party? Well, I left on Monday. Yeah, they used private jets. I was a chud. No, I wasn't because there was an Eagles player on the flight with me.
The planning for the Super Bowl start with the selection of a host city. To host the Super Bowl, you first have to place a bid, which normally starts about 4 years out, and the NFL considers a multitude of factors to select a host city. The NFL...
I thought if you're the host city, you can't be in the Super Bowl. Am I wrong? When was the last time the Super Bowl was held in the city of a competing team? Yeah, in 2022. Oh, no, it's 2022. When the LA Rams... Yeah, the LA Rams hosted at their own stadium. And then the Bucks. Oh, shit. I didn't know that. Well, I haven't been paying attention.
Considers stadium quality and capacity, obviously, but also many other factors like hotel inventory, airport capacity, the climate of the city if the field is in a dome, security on hand, and corporate infrastructure. To get the game, host cities will come up with intricate plans that cost millions of dollars to prepare. This may seem backwards, but it's actually an investment. For example, Las Vegas spent roughly $60 million preparing for the Super Bowl. But the return was massive, with an estimated economic boost hovering around $600 to $700 million, a 10x.
They made $700 million in their city in the fucking, like, 2 days that the Super Bowl, like, shit took place there. I'm not gonna lie, they were hyping it up all over San Fran. Like, when I was in San Francisco, I was there, like, a week before, and every business, every restaurant had, like, Super Bowl specials, Super Bowl themed things, Super Bowl this, Super Bowl that. There was, like, special events that were being held at Pier 39. Like, they had stuff going on just trying to rake money in. And it was working, dude. Everyone was going to that shit.
Return. These investments are in a number of different things. Host cities will often renovate stadium locker rooms.
I didn't know the NFL doesn't pay for the halftime show. I knew that I learned that like 3 years ago, that the artist has to pay for it.
Improve
or their sponsors. But they get the money back. It's still, you're still in set. The idea is like, hey, we're not going to pay you to perform, but when you perform, your music's just going to fucking spike. You know? Like when Usher performed, I'm using Usher as an example because he's kind of like an older artist that, you know, regained popularity. When Usher performed, his music like tripled. Like motherfuckers start listening. Yeah, people start listening to you again. Like Ludacris and Lil Jon and all those people when he performed.
Broadcast capabilities by adding new cabling for cameras and a host of other things. Cities will tightly map out traffic plans, trying to find the most efficient ways for fans.
How much do you think Kid Rock got paid to do the All-American halftime show?
To reach the stadium. Another important
probably $10 and a wet napkin.
Consideration is airport availability. There are plenty of commercial flights that will be arriving for the big game.
And he went, oh yeah.
But an even bigger consideration is being able to house all of the private jets. The Super Bowl obviously is just as much a social event as
what a problem to have. We have too many private jets coming in.
It is a sporting one, with thousands of celebrities.
Suck a dick, fly Spirit, bitch.
Athletes and business
You gotta be kidding me. Oh, we have too many private jets coming in. Some of our clients, all of our billionaires aren't able to come in. Fuck off.
Given this, a ton of private jets arrive every single year for the Super Bowl. For Super Bowl 58 in Vegas, approximately 882 private jets flew into the city for the big game. The year before that, in Phoenix, a record 931 private jets. Insane. The Super Bowl is labeled as an NSSE, short for a National Security Special Event. This means that a multitude of different security groups need to work together to ensure a smooth, safe event for everyone. That means a group effort and collaboration between the Secret Service, FBI, Department of Homeland Security.
Yo, I don't know if they had to do with it. There were so many homeless people in San Fran the day before and the day of the Super Bowl. None. I'm telling you, I would walk down an alley where there'd be 9 homeless people on the sidewalk. When it was the day before the day of the Super Bowl, they were gone. I don't know where they were, where they put them, if they moved out or something. I moved out. I don't know where they moved them.
State police and local law enforcement. The exact number is tough to pin down, but it is estimated that the FBI, DHS, and Secret Service contribute anywhere from 500 to 700. State and local law enforcement between 1,200 and 2,000. And roughly another 200 to 400 from the National Guard. All told, well over 3,000 plus security members help secure the Super Bowl. To house everyone visiting, hotels work overtime. In New Orleans, it was estimated that 43,000 hotel rooms were roughly 90.
Yeah, hotels working overtime. Meanwhile, my hotel has one plunger that they pass around for each person when a fucking toilet clogs. I mean, you gotta be goddamn kidding me. Oh, we're really hyping up the Super Bowl here. Why do we not have a plunger in every fucking hotel room? I mean, what type of stupid shit is that? I have to call you? I call the guy. You'll see it in the vlog. I was getting mad. Like, I clogged my toilet. I try unclogging it with my foot. It doesn't go, okay? It doesn't go. And this is like a 20-minute process, right? I'm giving the double flush, the triple flush. We're on the brim, right? Like, the water's almost spilling over. So it goes down a little bit. And, you know, I end up getting a hanger, and I try mushing it down with that. It does nothing. And, chat, keep in mind, the poop's gone at this point. It's just toilet paper. It's just toilet paper. And I ended up washing my foot. It was fine. So I jam my foot in the toilet. Does nothing. So I end up calling him, and I go, hey, I clogged my toilet. There's no plunger in the room. And they go, oh, we'll bring up a plunger in a minute. I get a knock on the door, and this guy comes up. He's wearing a suit. He doesn't even look like a janitor. And he's holding the plunger in a trash bag, and he's like, can I come in? And I go, no. I don't say that. I go, I could do it. And he goes, are you sure? I'm like, what do you think? What do you think? There's something alive in the fucking bathroom, dude? No. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't want you to fucking unclog my toilet. What the hell is this? So I go, give me the plunger. So I take the plunger, and I fucking shut the door in his face. I go unclog the toilet, and then I bring it back. I go, here you go. And he goes, thanks. I go, thanks. And then he walks away. I go, hey, this is an interaction we could avoid. All you got to do is put a plunger in the room. How much is a plunger? $5? $10? $12? And I tell Brooke this, and Brooke's standing there. She's listening to me talk to this guy. I go, who the fuck would want him to plunge their toilet? And she was like, you'd be surprised. And, you know, I ended up thinking about it, and I was like, yeah, there probably are some, like, really, like, richy people that are like, could you unclog my toilet for me? Fuck out of here. I want to unclog. I don't want somebody, like, you know how weird that would feel if I let this guy in my hotel room, and then he's just sitting there just fucking, just mushing. I know that looked weird.
3% occupied.
Gross.
In Vegas, that number was tenfold. 413,000 hotel rooms were booked between Friday and Sunday, the week of the Super Bowl. Although, this is expected for a city like Las Vegas, where many people probably visited to enjoy everything Vegas has to offer during America's biggest sporting event. Who makes up many of the people attending the Super Bowl? Volunteers, of course. 10,000 plus volunteers help every single year with the Super Bowl. This includes everyone from airport greeters to fan experience staff and traffic coordinators. Concessions.
I don't think I saw a single person he just mentioned.
And traffic coordinators.
Nope. Traffic coordinators, yes. None of the airport greeters.
Concessions are also incredibly important for the Super Bowl experience. People need food to eat while enjoying the game. There are roughly between 2
chicken nuggets and French fries. That's what they had.
And 3,000 core food and beverage staff working the game. But given this is the Super Bowl, they need a little extra help. To handle this, an additional 1,000 to 2,000 workers are brought in to help serve people food and drink. Most interestingly, the revenue gained from concessions alone is astronomical. It is estimated that anywhere between $6 and $8 million is grossed on concessions alone. That is
I feel like that's majorly from alcohol too, bro. They were charging fucking 19. Dude, no, it was $20 for a 19-ounce beer. I was like, wow, I'm paying $1 an ounce. $1 an ounce for fucking piss. For piss water.
a lot of food and drinks. Lastly, the most important attendees of the big game are, of course, the coaches and players. This includes the 53-man roster, plus 2 to 4 additional reserves, 20 to 25 coaches, 15 to 20 medical/training staff, and another 25 to 30 operations personnel, totaling 115 to 130 people per team. And believe me when I tell you this, their schedules the week of the Super Bowl are crazy. Super Bowl week is hectic, to say the least. Teams normally arrive Sunday before the Super Bowl to get settled and have a lengthy week of activities ahead of them. On Monday, the festivities begin, most notably opening night. On opening night, individual players and coaches from both teams are at podiums. Thousands of media members gather around them to ask questions and record viral moments, like this interview between Deion Sanders and Marshawn Lynch several years back.
You look good. Shit, you do too.
The event is also commonly open to fans as a ticketed event. The host stadium.
Do that many people watch opening night? I think I've only seen clips of opening night like once or twice ever.
Will often play hype videos for each team.
Yeah, clip farming night. That's what I'm thinking, bro. I'm like, I don't think anybody taps into opening night the week before.
Music, and entertain with team mascots. In total, it is about...
Joe screening out. I'm just sitting here, I'm like... You just see me pass out.
90 minutes and gets most of the media obligations out of the way early, allowing teams to focus on football later in the week. Tuesday through Friday are much more football focused. Teams hold full practices and media events are limited. While coaches and players will still conduct individual interviews on these days are way more tame than opening night and allow players to focus on what's important. Saturday is when things really tighten up and calm down. The teams normally hold light walkthroughs and media sessions are at a minimum, with only key players and coaches holding brief interviews. Most of the players' time is spent in hotels, reviewing film and mental...
Bro, Joe Burrow be getting injured so often. I could so see Joe Burrow making it to the Super Bowl one day, and then the day before, they're like, he has the stomach virus. Joe Burrow has contracted the Black Plague. And then every Cincinnati fan goes... You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Prepping for the night.
But Joe Burrow somehow got a new case of Ebola.
next day.
He's going to be out for the rest of the season.
On Super Bowl Sunday, everything is tightly scheduled and feels like it is timed down to the minute. Players are required to be up and at breakfast around 7 hours before kickoff. Teams will often hold a few additional meetings for position groups and then head to the stadium 3 to 4 hours before kickoff. For travel to the game, teams obviously have police escorts and NFL security to ensure a safe arrival, and teams have a fixed window of arrival set by the league. Upon entering the stadium, players will get additional treatment needed and then begin warm-ups 90 minutes before kickoff. After warm-ups, players will head back to the locker room for some last-minute speeches by captains and coaches before being introduced for the big game.
I feel like that's not that different from a regular game, though, no? Like, he's talking about how the Super Bowl really works. I feel like how teams, obviously it's a lot more serious because it's the Super Bowl, but how teams are treating their Super Bowl game is like a playoff, like any playoff game. Like, I think there is a little bit more rest probably in between because you don't want to be, like, at all lethargic and then you're going to put it out all out on the field, you know, because it's the last game of the fucking season or the postseason, but still.
And then the show really starts. To showcase the spectacle for those not in attendance, a broadcast is needed, of course.
I will say, I think that they are getting more and more geared towards TV viewers than stadium viewers. And I think they have to kind of get a mix in between there. Like, Bad Bunny's halftime show, I really liked, but it was clearly made for TV, right? Similar to, you know, last year's or any of the years before. Like, most people say, like, Rihanna, I think, had one that was, like, really good for, like, the in-audience and TV people. But it's, like, all of it's around TV-focused TV stuff. So it's, like, they do, like, fan shit. But, like, if I'm being honest, outside of the halftime show, the Super Bowl felt like any regular season game. Obviously, there's more shit on the line, so it's more hype, but there's no different feeling. You're in a regular stadium. It's the Levi's Stadium. Maybe they decorate it a little bit more, but it's just it's just a football. It's a football game. Like, you're going to a big football game. That's what it is.
4 major broadcast channels that retain rights to host the Super Bowl, rotating every year. They are CBS, Fox, NBC, and ABC.
That game was ass. I will say the game was very lackluster the first half. The second half, I thought it got good, especially in person. It was pretty hype watching, like, an interception and shit. But yeah, no, it was just straight 4 field goals.
Under the most recent deal signed in 2021, the first 3 channels have the rights to 3 Super Bowls.
Worst offensive line I've ever seen from the Patriots. Yeah, Drake May was throwing the ball like he was pooping his pants. I really thought he was locked into when they were showing him at the start. I really thought I was kind of getting nervous, man. I had my bet placed. I was like, wow, the Patriots look pretty good. And then I saw them hike that first ball, and I went, never mind. Yeah, O-line. I mean, their whole offensive team did bad. They had no yards, no ball possession. Like, one of the things that I saw from a Patriots fan was, like, he was like, there's some solace or, like, some, I guess, closure in knowing that we got outclassed, is what he said, right? When you have a close game in the Super Bowl, it feels really bad because it's like, damn, we were right there. But, like, they got dogged, right? Like, they did not deserve to win. And that was, like, shown clearly. Like, there were no bad calls. It was just they played like shit.
The commentators for each are as follows. CBS's A-Team of Jim Nantz and Tony Romo, Fox's Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady, NBC's Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth, and ABC/ESPN's Monday Night Football hosts Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. This year, we will get an extra dose of Tirico and Collinsworth, as it's NBC's Super Bowl to host. To make the broadcast happen, the hosts need cameras, and a lot of them. In last year's Super Bowl, Fox used well over 100.
Bro, the fan. Did they show, like, fan clips with you guys on the TV version? Like, not in person. Were they panning to the fans a bunch? They have, like, 100 cameras at all times. 3 rows down from me, they gave a kid a sign and kept a camera on him for 30 minutes. And he's just holding the sign, watching the game, waiting for it to cut to him. Never cut to him. And I saw the same shit, like, sprinkled around the crowd. Like, every section, they had a camera guy, like, panning between. They were showing a kid that was a Patriots fan and a kid that was a Seahawks fan. Kid that was a Patriots fan, kid that was a Seahawks fan. Never showed either of them on the screen. Like, they dead ass, like, you would think that they have like 4 guys that are just like kind of running around the stadium just showcasing a few people. No, they have like somebody every section. They have somebody all over the state or all over the stadium, and they're only showing like 5% of the people they have cameras on.
100 cameras. And Sony added.
Why were they recording them? They were waiting for a good. What they were doing was waiting for something to happen, right? And because nothing happened, they never showed him. Because I think the kid had a Patriots uniform on, and so every time the ball went to the Patriots, they put the camera on the kid with the Patriots uniform, and they were waiting for the Patriots to score. And then I think they were going to pan to him, but they never scored. They were just never scoring, at least when he was there. So they just left, and so he just stood there.
An additional 250. 6,000 plus credentialed media members are at the Super Bowl. And while not all of them are operating cameras or microphones, many of them are.
They're going to take a look at that.
They are the unsung heroes of the production.
That fat ass camera. That's what it was. But I don't know. I don't think it was Fox. It was that big. There was guys with like shoulder cameras just walking around the stadium. That's what was really different. Like when I've gone to other football games, they have those guys, but not near. They had so many people.
They capture all of the important moments we see throughout the game and everything that fans tune in for, outside of those just watching for the halftime show and commercials. Speaking of which, another major draw to the Super Bowl are the commercials, which for many people are more entertaining than the Super Bowl itself. Throughout the duration of the broadcast, anywhere from 80 to 90 commercials are aired. 50 to 60 companies run these commercials, and while recent estimates aren't available, it was reported that 56 different companies ran commercials in 2022. Last year, Anheuser-Busch had the most runtime, with over 3 minutes. That was 30 seconds more than what they had spent.
Yeah, 3 minutes too. That probably, in 2022, that still probably cost a shitload. I think this year it was what, like, how much was a second? I think it's $300K a second. It gets more expensive every year. An average of $8 million for a 30-second spot. 2025, some spots sold for over $10 million. So it depends on the spot. I'm assuming certain parts of the game are more valuable. And it's harder, too, for companies. And you never think about it. But they have to market towards how drunk people are getting. Because, like, the average Super Bowl viewer, not only is the Super Bowl encompassing people that are, like, 4 years old to, like, 100, but it's also, like, the average viewer is hammered. So you have to, like, somehow captivate their view and also assume when you want to have do you want your ad shown when they're more sober or more drunk? You know, are they going to be paying attention? Or are they going to be, you know, kind of tapping out, you know? Because near the end of the game, people are really locked in if it's close, but you also have to guess if it's not a close game, people might actually just turn it off. There's so many, like, things involved.
In 2024.
That's why they try to make them funny. It's why they try to make it funny. You gotta have it short, sweet, to the point, and you're done, right? Every time, dude. And I just this year's marketing was towards like older millennials because they were just like panning the nostalgia. I was watching a whole video on the ads because I couldn't see the ads myself because I was at the game, and I just always like knowing like what they're trying to market. What I'll say, Pepsi ad was good. Michelob Ultra ad was good. The Dunkin' commercial, vomit, throw up. It did well for, like, the age demographic they were going towards, but it was literally just like, hey, remember us? I'm CGI'd so I don't look old as shit. Remember me? Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, and I saw the Svedka commercial. I mean, fire whoever. Yo, you put $8 million for a 30-second ad, and you fucking chat GPT the whole fucking thing? Are you kidding me? It was dog shit. I saw that, and dude, I ended up going on Svedka's account before, and they were marketing that for weeks before. I gotta show you all the ad. Wow, that's bad. Also, editor, bleep that if this becomes a video. But wow, that's bad. And then he drinks it, and it, like, goes down, like, his, like, robot torso.
Spend in mind, what do Super Bowl...
Like, you can promote AI as a useful thing and a useful product, but, like, No one likes watching AI commercials. People don't like AI content. You can't do that anymore. It was cool when it started, and like companies in like early AI days could do an AI commercial. People would be like, oh, this is actually kind of cool, right? This is like AI generated. Now it's like lazy slop.
Commercials cost. Last year, it was between $7 and $8 million for 30 seconds. That doesn't include the cost of shooting the commercial, producing the commercial, and, where applicable, paying the celebrities that are in the commercials. However, considering that there was an average live viewership of 127.7 million people last year.
Well, that's a problem the NFL's also having, is the NFL's losing a younger audience. And that's what they're trying to recaptivate. I think they're actually doing a pretty good job at it. That's why the NFL actually had their own ad during the Super Bowl, if you saw that. Because younger Gen X Gen Z and younger Gen Z people don't watch like regular in-season games nearly as much as like millennials did when they were our age.
That level of investment somehow seems justified. The other major draw for at-home viewers and those in attendance is the halftime show. The first step is selecting a performer, a delicate and well thought out process. The first and most important factor is popularity. The person must resonate with over 100 million viewers. The next consideration is cross-generational recognition. People ages 5 to 90 years old watch the Super Bowl every year.
Yeah, you need to there's always like a pullback. I feel like Bad Bunny is actually like one of the newer people they've used. Like Kendrick Lamar last year, Usher the year before, who was before that? Like those two, like Kendrick obviously still makes music, but like Kendrick is known even to like people in their 40s because he was making music in the early 2000s. Yeah, then Rihanna. Like I think the best, I don't want to say Bad Bunny was a bad pick because he wasn't. I thought he did a great job, and he's obviously one of the most popular people. And I think they also picked Bad Bunny very intelligently to try and pull in general or generic viewers, right? Like Bad Bunny being the halftime Super Bowl performer probably roped in an audience that normally wouldn't watch the Super Bowl. And then also people that know him, because it's like his audience is also just very worldwide. I'm surprised, though, that they picked somebody so new, because like old people don't know who Bad Bunny is, which is probably part of the reason they were complaining, outside of them just being like, he speaks Spanish. I speak Spanish, right? Like people just complaining about that for some fucking reason. Like you don't listen to Spanish songs, right? Like everybody listens to fucking foreign music time and time again. Anyways, Kendrick blew up in the 2010s though. Yeah, but even then, somebody blowing up in the 2010s is going to be known by people in their 50s. No, we don't. I think most people do. I think that's just you. I mean, maybe it is just me. I think I have a more diverse music listening taste, but I think that is a little crazy if you don't listen to any foreign music. None. Like, that's, like, you're missing. I don't want to say, like, obviously it's your life. Like, you're missing out, right? Like, I'm letting you know. It doesn't matter if you don't understand what they're saying. You can still enjoy foreign music. I don't. Yes, you did. And here's an example that broke everything Gangnam Style, you stupid fuck. Because you listened to Gangnam Style, and I know you did. You were probably 5 when you heard it, or maybe you're older and you were 15, 20, who knows. Everybody and their fucking mother listened to Gangnam Style, and that was a fucking foreign song. So to say that you've never listened, Despacito, bitch, you listened to that 3 summers ago, and I know you did. I know you fucking turned that shit up if you heard it on the radio. You heard Despacito, and you went, that shit's heat. Now it's, turn that bitch off, because that shit's overplayed as fuck, and it sounds like ass now. Despacito's terrible. I would never want to listen to that song now. 3 years ago, though, fire. And guess what? 6 years from now, Despacito's going to be heat again, because it's the 10-year effect. 2026 back to 2016. Music that sucks 2 years ago is fire now that was good 10 years ago. So when you hear fucking you go, Panda. You hear Panda, Panda, Panda. And you go, maybe that song wasn't that bad. 3 months from now, it's going to be ass again, right? But there's a good span. It's like that Minecraft week phase, but it's longer span. I'm really rambling. The edible's kicking in. Sorry.
The person performing should be recognized by the large majority. And, of course, if the person is internationally recognized, that is a huge plus as well. After sifting through dozens of options, a performer is selected 3 to 6 months in advance. Then the
Like, who would be another really good Super Bowl performer? Somebody with worldwide, The Weeknd. But didn't he already do the Super Bowl? When was that? 2021? 2021 he did. I don't know. Pitbull would be really good worldwide and just also known. And that's what I'm saying. Nobody would complain if Pitbull did the Super Bowl, bro. I'm not gonna try and rant right now. Who would be another one? I mean, like, if you're going rock, you could do like Radiohead. Like, I feel like people would all know Radiohead or Creed. Radiohead, Creed. If you're going like vibe shit, who would also be good? Rihanna. I mean, I feel like they use everybody that's really good. Britney Spears. I could so see Britney Spears in like a year.
performance is...
Even country you could do. The problem is, like, country Super Bowl shows are boring because you can't really do like most people are going to go with like hip hop, rap, pop because it's always going to captivate a larger audience. Like, I'm not saying country music's bad. It's not. It's just like a country performance is going to be a lot less TV pizzazz than like a hip hop show would be. You know, it's just going to be some guy with a guitar just, and I wanted to go down. Like, it's going to be good, but it's not like a show. It's just a good song.
no different than a regular halftime performance.
Like, halftime shows now feel like music videos. 10 years ago, it was just a concert, right? But now, like, a halftime show, that's what I'm saying. It's like TV shit, bro. Like, it's all like, hey, we need this to be a big thing that people talk about.
Still has tight time constraints, and the show typically runs about 13 minutes. An additional 10 to 20 minutes is needed for teardown, and then we're back to the action.
Yo, and they ran those motherfuckers out, though, dude. They, right when halftime was called, it was dead ass 15 seconds, and I heard a guy, because it was like quiet, some guy was like, go, go, go. And they all started running, all the Bush people that were like literally, you thought they were just props, but they were people wearing Bush outfits. Fucking, dude, you saw them, and in unison, they all ran in a line, like, just sprinting, full speed. All got lined up. Then they had to fucking assemble that house or whatever. They disassembled that house in like 30 seconds. Like, right when it ended, they just got everything off. That was the coolest part of the halftime show. Watching them haul ass to set up a movie set, film live for fucking 12 minutes, and then put it back down.
Beyond the timing, the cost, however, is where things get really crazy. The shows can cost anywhere from $10 to $20 million to produce, and we have seen a ton of great performers. This year's performer is Bad Bunny, but icons like Michael Jackson, Prince, Madonna, and recently Taylor Swift, who set the record for most costume changes last year with 7, have at one point graced the stage. The wild thing about selecting a performer is almost no one gets selected twice as a headliner. Only Gloria Estefan, Beyonce, and Justin Timberlake have headlined multiple times. It's an exclusive club.
Be a Justin Timberlake halftime show. That motherfucker just gonna be holding the mic up to everybody. You see him do that shit? Dude, the amount of artists, the amount of like white guys in their 30s that like sing, and whenever they do a concert now, they just get the audience to sing the whole thing. I'm like, yo, we paid to see you sing it. Hey, if I wanted a listening party, I'd just get in a room with, 10 of my friends. Like, what are we doing? I sing the song. Or like rappers too. When rappers do that, like, I get you doing it for like a popular line, but like, I mean, maybe once or twice.
Twice as a headliner, and a true testament of a performer's popularity. The game and the halftime show are obviously the major draws of the Super Bowl for those in attendance, but the Super Bowl is a one-of-a-kind experience. And how much does it cost? The cheapest seat last year on resale markets just before the Super Bowl started was anywhere between $2,200.
That's what it was this year. I saw a TikTok of a guy, he got one for like $2,205. The average cost of a ticket this year, I'm not sure about average, but like a normal section, like non-nosebleeds, was about like $5K.
And $2,600.
Like day of. Weeks before, maybe like $8K.
The average resale ticket price last year was $8,076. Tickets for first row in the 50-yard line upwards of
That's not that bad. Oh, no, it's extremely overpriced. It's extremely overpriced. It's because resellers know they can get that value, right? It's like the average person that's getting those tickets isn't reselling them for, like, they didn't get those tickets for that amount. The NFL's not making the money on that. Like, they're not the resellers. The NFL is not making the money on the ticket sales. Like, the NFL's not getting the 8K. Josh with 3 kids that's reselling his tickets is getting the 8K, right? It's like somebody that's reselling the ticket.
$56,000. Insane prices. But they are nothing in comparison to the suites. The tiers are normally as follows. Upper Bowl run around $2,500. Lower Bowl can run between $4,000 to $10,000. Club level tickets are between $8,000 to $15,000 and offer super unique experiences. 50-yard line and sideline tickets range between $5 and $20K. And
yeah, anything directly behind an end zone is going to be a lot cheaper than I think corner views actually might be the cheapest. Most people want to buy seats on the sides here, and then you have club level. Then people do like being in the end zones to support their team on, one of the halves. And then just nosebleeds nobody wants.
The Super Bowl suites are crazy. Super Bowl suites last year ranged between $750,000 and $2.5.
Well, and a lot of the Super Bowl suites they're not getting bought by individuals a lot of the time. Like, you might have a Super Bowl suite that's just owned by, Morgan and Morgan. Like, a bank or a brand or a company is going to reserve this for $2.5 million and invite investors and invite famous people and invite things like that. So a lot of the people that are in these suites aren't actually paying to be there. They're getting bought by a company or a brand that's then sending, 30 people to be in this suite.
Million.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, Speed and Mr. Beast were in the same suite or some shit. I wasn't in a suite. I was in the stands. Section 231.
That is one expensive game. Of course, there are a lot of perks that come with it. At least we'd hope so, for the price.
Suite seats are definitely the best way to view the game, in my opinion. I think outside of being on the field, I think being on the field is a better fan experience. But the best spot to watch a game is the suites. You have your own fucking it's the all-encompassing aspect. It's not just the view. The view, I think, is one of the best. You have your own fucking bathroom. That's everything. Not only do you have better seats, like more comfy seats, you have probably a fucking open bar. You have your own fucking bathroom.
The suites include anywhere from 15 to 50 seats, depending on the size. They also come with buffets of gourmet food prepared by expert chefs, multiple flat screen TVs, service staff.
TV shit's stupid, dude. If you're watch the fucking game. Why are you watching on the TV? Only spot, you know where they need to put the TVs? The fucking bathrooms. I think the problem with that, though, is then people would stay in the bathroom and not miss shit, and then that would cause, like, clutter. Only spot where I was watching the game on the TV was when I was in line to get a drink. Yeah, two Bud Light seltzers. Tap my card. Yeah, thanks, boss.
Many packages offer meet and greets with players, field access before the game, and exclusive parties only for suite holders. Is that worth the price of admission? Speaking of money, gambling during the Super Bowl is huge. Last year, it was estimated that 1.3...
Chad, I'm not going to lie. I may have lost some of the winnings that I won betting on the game on DraftKings, like, last night.
$9 billion.
May have bet on an Olympic thing randomly that lost, and then I kind of tried to win it back playing Hold'em poker.
Was gambled on the Super Bowl. According to the
$1.39 billion was gambled on the Super Bowl?
According to the American Gaming Association. Other estimates indicate that overall gambling was a lot larger, totaling over $6 billion. Who placed the largest bet? And how much did they place? Mattress Mac, who you may have heard of, still holds the record for...
I think... Okay. There was an old man that looked just like him who got Fan of the Year this year. Ed Callan. Oh, no, it's not him. Ed Callan was on my plane. Or Ed Callahan. Oh, he was the Eagles Fan of the Year. Yeah, this guy and the Eagles player was on my flight home. He sat right behind me. What a guy. Not Mattress Mac. I was going to say Mattress Mac is worth about $10 billion. Some bullshit.
For the largest bet when he waged $5 million on the Cincinnati Bengals to win Super Bowl 56, breaking the previous record of $4.9 million set in 2002. That bet is still a drop in the bucket compared to the $1.39 billion that was gambled. So
there's definitely a higher bet than $5 million. I think $5 million on record. There's guaranteed been people that have put like 50 mil on a game. For sure.
what are all these people gambling on?
No, there isn't. Yeah, there is, bro. I feel like there's got to be. Bro, you're telling me some billionaire's never been like, y'all put 50 mil on this. Because it's just throwing money out, bro. Who cares?
The winner, of course.
Like at that point, like you're worth fucking $10 billion. You'd be like, yeah, 50 mil.
But more importantly, the prop bets. And believe me, there are a ton of crazy prop bets. Obviously,
coin flip. Gatorade color. Will there be a quarterback to score a touchdown? Is there going to be a scoregami? What else? Is there going to be a streaker? That's only on certain things.
you can bet on players' yards, touchdown scorers, and others. But the Super
Those are the random bets. Yeah, but you could regularly do just same game parlay.
Bowl offers a unique menu. The most famous are the over-under for national
Ooh, I was saying that. I think Charlie Puth did a short one this year.
anthem length, the color of Gatorade poured on the winning coach, and the result of the coin toss. But some sports books get really creative. Props offered on some sports books in the past have included crazy things like whether or not a player will propose after the game, whether or not an octopus, a touchdown and 2-point conversion by the same player will happen, if there will be a power outage, this happened during Super Bowl 47, if there will be a wardrobe malfunction, also happened before, and a host of others. The craziest prop bet that actually hit was whether or not there would be a streaker during the Super Bowl, although this one was removed for hilarious reasons. In 2021, a fan placed a $50,000
Yo, this video was made before the Super Bowl, and then the same guy did it this year.
bet that there
The odds were only like plus 300.
would be a streaker during the Super Bowl at plus 750. So, what did he know? Well, apparently a lot. The fan then
That's not the same guy.
attended the Super Bowl and made sure his bet hit in the most hilarious way possible. He was in line for $374,000 payday, but the sportsbooks obviously found out he gamed the system and
Yes, it is. That is not the guy that Super Bowl streaked this year.
voided the bet. Wild. Once the
It is. He lost weight. Dude, he looks so much different.
game is over and a champion has been crowned, the bets have been cashed, the cleanup
If that's him, that looks like an entirely different person.
begin. This may seem like a long drawn out process, but the host city and stadium normally has a ton of help. Within the first couple of hours, most of the trash inside of the stadium is actually removed and thrown away. After all of the fans have left, the deep clean begins. This is completed by stadium staff and special workers hired just for Super Bowl cleanup. Deep cleaning is completed over the next 6 to 12 hours. The workers power wash floors,
Oh, that wasn't him. It was, Alex G did it most recently before.
clean bathrooms, remove field markings, logos, and NFL markings, amongst a litany of other things. By the next morning, almost everything inside the stadium is cleaned up. But the trash and mess left behind outside the stadium is the real problem, and takes much longer. Over the next 2 to 3 days, volunteers help tear down and pick up all of
People just throwing out trash on the side.
the fan events and trash that are left over from the massive event. All told, it takes roughly 72 hours to clean up after the Super Bowl, which, if you consider the sheer size of the event, is actually quite impressive. From there, audits on spending and reviewing of finances begin. These take quite a bit of time, but they are really the only thing left to do after the cleanup has been finished.
All right, I don't care about any of that.
And Super Bowls.
20 of the most watched Super Bowls. 23, 24, 25 in a row. And then it was just bouncing around, though, after that. That's kind of weird. Why was 2018 so low? Who played in 2018? Wasn't it the Eagles? That was the year the Eagles won. Why was that so low? Why was that a low? Dude, that was a great Super Bowl. Well, I mean, I thought it was a great Super Bowl. Anyways, I have to piss, and then we're going to watch the next video. All right, the complete supply chain of some generic consumer junk.
Precisely 5 minutes after the homeowner leaves for work in the morning, a package is gently delivered to their doorstep containing an impulse purchase from the night before. This box is just one of 36 million that will be delivered across America.
You ever watch an Amazon driver work when you're driving by them? Most stressed out people you will ever see. If you think you're having a bad day, drive past an Amazon delivery driver and they're just they're like, if I can deliver something, run back to their car, fucking get in, go to the next house, go to the next apartment. They gotta fucking deliver some shit 6 stories up. Oh my God, they're freaking out the whole time. It's terrible. Dude, they churn employees at Amazon like fucking butter, dude. So fast. 1 in, 1 out every 2 months.
America over the next 10 hours, serving a growing appetite for home-delivered consumption. But inside this particular package is a humble paper shredder purchased for $59.99 with free delivery. As far as modern products...
Next day delivery makes no fucking sense to me. I understand I live in New Jersey, so there's a lot of shit around. It's different from like if you live in like a rural Nebraska. Bro, how the fuck... I understand if I order like protein powder or some basic shit paper that comes in next day. I have ordered like random niche products and it says next day shipping. They just have that in a warehouse. Like my possum costume came in 2 days. 2 days. They just have a possum costume on hand. Why? Why? They're waiting. They know somebody's going to order that. That's what freaks me out. Them having a paper shredder next day, whatever. Now he's going to go into how the paper shredder's made and it's going to mind fuck me. But that doesn't freak me out that it's like in a warehouse. Because yeah, people are going to order a fucking paper shredder. People are going to order a Keurig or like a coffee pot or a mug. You know, I get that.
It's actually pretty basic. It only has 40 components in total, and they are each made from common generic materials. But even to assemble this cheap desktop appliance, those simple parts collectively traveled over 500,000 kilometers, went through...
Yeah, in a fucking lithium mine. There's some shit. The fucking battery. Dude, literally any random product you have, part of that shit's from like fucking Australia, South Africa, Germany, Iceland, Norway. It's all just combined together.
Hundreds of industrial facilities in dozens of countries employed thousands of workers. And it all started right here.
Was this a fucking bomb test?
In the Northern Territory of Australia, the Alcongove mine extracts 12.5 million tons of bauxite every year.
What the fuck is bauxite? See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Everything you use on a day-to-day basis, you know nothing about. Bauxite? What is that? Plastic?
Australia is
for aluminum ore?
The largest producer of this raw material in the world, and this mine is one of its biggest. The operation is simultaneously so remote and massive that it's actually the 4th largest township in a region roughly twice the size of France. This is particularly impressive since the permanent population of the outpost is actually less than a few hundred people. Almost everybody here at a given time flies into work at this—
But you never meet a motherfucker with this job! You never meet a motherfucker who does that! That's what I'm saying, bro. No. Everybody I know, yeah, I work at Walmart. I'm an electrician. I'm a plumber. I work for an airline. I'm a nurse. I need to meet a motherfucker that's like, yeah, I work at a fucking carbon factory. Cause who the fuck works there? But there's so many, because why are you screaming? Bro, because that's like so many jobs in the world, but I know no one I don't even know somebody that knows somebody that works at a fucking, like, I know people that work at Amazon factories. I don't know anybody that works at like a fucking coal mine or some shit. Now I know a lot of that's like out of country, but even then, like other random niche things, I'm like, who the fuck, like like somebody that works at like a trash mill, or like a recyclable place. Or a water plant. I don't know anybody who works there. I don't know. Fucking random people.
Mine and then flies out back to
It's automated, bro. A lot of it's automated, but there's still people there.
civilization once their roster is complete. And if you
know less than 0.08% of the world, dude, I know less than 0.0000001% of the world. Even then, though, I'm saying, like, in your region, there are people that have jobs, not around mining in Australia, obviously, unless you live in Australia. But, like, you know people, or there's people in your area that work at, like, a nuclear fucking facility.
The mining process that takes place here is almost astonishingly simple. Most of the material that they're after is literally sitting on the surface, so instead of drilling deep into the earth, they just blow up the dirt and scoop it into giant trucks. This crude technique is highly effective and economical, but it does have one unintended side effect.
Bro, you want to know the what? I need to meet somebody that runs one of these. What is that bucket? What is that bucket machine that's big as hell and it's a circle and it just goes roof, 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 and it picks stuff up? What's the name of that? It's like an excavator of sorts, but it works at like mines. Excavator, scoop, wheel, truck. But this on a bigger scale. I need to meet somebody that runs one of these. What a badass machine to fucking control. You own one of these diggers that just fucking picks up thousands of pounds of dirt and supplies.
Everything happens at the surface. The red dirt of this sprawling extraction site are easily visible from space. Either way, once it's collected, the raw material is moved along an 18-kilometer conveyor belt to a processing and storage yard at the very tip of the peninsula, where the alumina ore is separated from other impurities. It's kept here until a buyer sends a bulk carrier to dock at the mine's dedicated shipping port. And then it's back on another conveyor belt to a ship waiting almost a mile offshore. The vessels moving this material are some of the largest bulk freighters in the world. They're so large that they can't actually get that close to shore without a dedicated deep water port, and those are expensive. The port only handles two particular products in bulk. Ships take out raw alumina and bring in heavy fuel oil, which is used in a self-contained electrical plant to power both the industrial mine site and the local township. Both raw ore and liquid fuel can be piped or moved on a conveyor, so it's easier to get the cargo out across the ocean to the ship than to bring the ship to the cargo at the shallow shore. Once loaded, this glorified pile of dirt will start a 3-week journey up the Malacca Strait, through the Indian Ocean, the Suez...
This stresses me out. Like, I understand this was all developed in specialized trade over generations and years, but this is the supply chain for one singular cog in a printer. One.
Canal and the Mediterranean to end up here on almost exactly the opposite side of the planet, in Iceland. This small country is blessed with almost unlimited...
Wait, they shipped it to Iceland?
Through the Indian Ocean, the Suez Canal and the Mediterranean to end up here on almost exactly the opposite side of the planet.
They're shipping aluminum from Australia to Iceland to probably go to somewhere else to make 1/50th of a printer. What? Dude, Iceland's literally on the opposite side of the world.
This small country...
What the fuck do they need to ship it to Iceland for?
...is blessed with almost unlimited geothermal power, which makes the energy-intensive process of turning raw alumina into refined aluminium very cost-effective and environmentally friendly compared to alternative plants that power their operations with...
Dude, deadass, imagine living right there. Is this a nuclear power plant? These are like smokestacks. Dude, imagine living... That house is 100 feet away from that.
Fossil fuels. Thousands of tons of raw alumina oxide...
They're safe? Bro, I know they're safe and they rarely explode, but imagine your outside view being a literal nuclear power plant.
Operations with fossil fuels. Thousands of tons of raw alumina oxide is loaded into massive furnaces and then electrolytically separated into pure aluminium. If you ever did an electrolysis experiment in science class separating out hydrogen and oxygen, the process is almost the same. only it's done with molten metal instead of water, and the energy requirements are an order of magnitude greater. To refine just 1 ton of aluminium takes approximately 15 megawatt hours of electricity. To put that into perspective, that would be enough energy to drive a standard Tesla Model 3 over 60,000 miles, or
How is it $50 for the fucking printer? How is it $50 for the fucking printer? Why is it not 35 grand? Enough energy to make 1 ton of this? 2,000 pounds? Just one part of this machine? Enough energy to fucking drive a goddamn Tesla around the world multiple times?
This plant, on the other hand, smelts more than 1,000 tons.
What is the circumference of the Earth? I know it's mass production. Bro, you could drive the Tesla around the Earth 3 times.
Every day. The reason it's worth it to ship this raw material halfway across the world is because the energy savings of refining aluminium in Iceland with its cheap electricity pay for the increased shipping costs more than 10 times over.
And somebody figured that out. Nah. Somebody figured that out, bro. Somebody was like, what if instead of making the aluminum here, we shipped it all the way across the entire world where they could use lava to do it and geothermal energy.
Once this process is completed, the molten aluminium is poured into ingot molds and then stacked into pallets, which can then be loaded back onto the same kind of bolt.
Yeah, and watch this motherfucker say they shipped that shit from Iceland back to China.
Carrier that delivered the raw materials in the first place. Normally these ships are loaded with loose dry goods, but they're effectively just big floating boxes. If they can safely store something in their holds, they can ship it. From there, the next destination, back through the Mediterranean and the Suez, is up to the Chinese city of Foshen.
Stop. Dude, this is too much. This is too much. This is too fucking much. This is for one, dude, this is just aluminum.
This industrial city center across the bay from
pre-watch, bro, everything's made in China.
Hong Kong and Shenzhen has become a trade hub for raw materials like copper, steel, and aluminium.
Copper-tubing.
Vendors like Henan Aluminium Industrial Company will buy these ingots directly from smelting plants and then ship them to their warehouse.
I think I need to invest in Henan Xinte Aluminum Industry Co. Ltd. I think I want to invest in this company in Henan, China.
Warehouses across the river. These businesses then wholesale these raw ingots, but also turn them
How do I buy stock in that company?
into alloyed sheets and plates to be sold at a slight markup to industrial customers throughout southern China. A lot of these products are sold through existing contact networks, but if you're inclined to buy industrial quantities of metal, they also post their wares on sites like Alibaba. Although
I can buy the aluminum sheets from Alibaba, what would I use? Minimum order 25 tons? What the fuck? Why would I ever order 25 tons of fucking aluminum sheets from Alibaba? Even if you're a business, there's no way they're ordering that from Alibaba.
Although you do need to buy 5 tons at a time, so
Bro.
It should last you a while. The 6061 grade aluminium alloy from Iceland can actually charge a slight premium over regular sheets because certain suppliers prefer the European manufacturer's quality control and green manufacturing process. Of course, most manufacturers simply don't care as long as the material gets the job done, so the marketplace between vendors and buyers is fierce. However, once a deal is made, 30 tons of cylindrical alloy beams are loaded onto a barge and floated another 1,000 kilometers up the Pearl River to a machining plant just on the outskirts of the city of Nanning. It's probably a city you've never heard of, but it's home to nearly...
Oh yeah, but there's 80 million fucking people there. Hey, this is a random city in China you've never heard of in your entire life, but look how many fucking skyscrapers there are. This is where 1% of the world lives.
9 million people, and
that's like New York City. This is a New York City of people.
The major producer of the parts that make the products you interact with every day. Once the beams are unloaded into the factory warehouse, they're loaded into grinding machines to etch out a basic spoke pattern, and then they're sliced lengthwise to produce hundreds of basic standardized gears. Mechanical parts made out of aluminium are not nearly as strong as those made out of steel, but the lighter weight and easier machinability of this metal makes it very popular for low-stress applications in basic consumer machines. Once they're machined, the pallets of
Bro, this is like a hyper in-depth episode of how it's made. Because how it's made will start with the items used. They don't start with the production and manufacturing of said items. Because how it's made would start with a cog. This is an entire episode of how the cog's even made.
gears and then shipped back down the river to another buyer who ordered the parts in bulk a month before. At this point, the 1 ton of raw bauxite scraped out of the ground back in Australia has been turned into 5,000 little metal gears. The net material hasn't actually changed that much, apart from a few trace metals thrown in to form an alloy. However, as unrefined ore, it would sell in China for around $75 a ton. These basic gears, on the other hand, are now going to be sold in exactly the same city for $5,000.
I need to invest in this Chinese company. How do I do it?
A markup of 600%, which has so far justified every
Aluminum gears, chat. That's the business I'm getting into now.
step in the process, but it's not done yet. These gears are actually being forwarded from Guangzhou to another buyer in Vietnam. They're loaded onto a 20-foot shipping container and then into a small cargo ship, which will make the short 2-day journey from the Ocean Gate shipping terminal. No, not
A 2-day journey short?
that Ocean Gate, to the port city of Haiphong. Over time, as China has developed, it's actually started outsourcing a lot of its basic manufacturing the same way that the West has outsourced their basic manufacturing to China. Chinese workers and businesses have developed an array of highly technical industrial skills and expertise. Cities like Guangzhou are also not cheap to operate in anymore, and workers in these cities demand wages enough to compensate for this cost of living. What this means is that basic hand assembly is far more economical in Vietnam than it is back in China. Major manufacturers like LG, Samsung, Bridgestone, Yazaki, and Foxconn all have massive manufacturing plants in this city because it's one of the most competitive places in the world to put stuff together. It's still close to China, so technical pieces can be imported and assembled components can be exported with very few barriers, while line workers here simply earn about 1/5 of what similar Chinese workers would make a few thousand miles up north.
Damn. So we're buying shit from China, but China's outsourcing that to Vietnam?
In this case,
Thailand?
the gears end up in a smaller factory that specializes in low-end consumer hardware. Here, the gears are attached by hand to an electrical motor, which is then combined with lower stress plastic gears, a rubber belt, a stack of steel teeth, all held together by an injection molded plastic case. None of these components were made in this factory, just being put together here. In fact, each and every one of them have all taken a similar journey from raw material extraction to refineries, machining, component manufacturing, and assembly, in addition to all the warehousing and shipping that comes with it. But the journey is still not over yet. The technical components have all been assembled, but that package back on the doorstep in America didn't contain an EC43515 MCD P4 crosscut electric shredder subassembly. It contained a user-ready paper shredder. Most manufacturers don't want to deal with the stress and persnickety requests that come from retail clients. So once this housing is assembled, it's shipped back to China to a warehouse that produces white-labeled consumer products for several retailers across the world. These generic internals will...
Dude, this is so much. I don't understand how they profit on that. You know what I mean? The 5,000 cogs are worth 5K, but like you're only using like fucking 10 of them in the printer. But then you have so many other products. How are they making money? Like, what do you think the profit margins on the printer are? Well, people are making money on the back end every time. Australia's making money shipping it to Iceland. Iceland's making money giving it to China. China's making money giving it back to itself in another city, giving it to Thailand, giving it back to China, assembling it, giving it to another company that then assembles that and gives it to the average consumer. But like, dude, why is it not more than $50? How is it $50? I understand its efficiency and mass production. That's what it is. It really just is mass production. Because those cogs are used, there's a standardized like set of, you know, rivets, nails, cogs, and they use a lot of the same things for, like, those cogs aren't just used for printers, they're used for a million things, so they're making fucking a million of them in a week, and then they're fucking putting those into a bunch of different products. But it's like the fact that there's one factory that just makes these cogs. There's one factory that just makes these things is insane to me.
Paper shredder, some of which will cost significantly more than others. The way it works is that a retailer from a country like America will design a plastic housing to go around the internal components and then sell their model to end users. In this case, the American retailer will work with the Chinese wholesaler to pick some injection molded shapes and colors which they think will work with their branding to best appeal to their target consumers in their home market. The Chinese factory produces large batches of these models for a fixed price and will also work with other suppliers on packaging. Additionally, a printed cardboard box and foam insulation is provided by a supplier in Thailand, and everything is put together and loaded onto specially compliant pallets which are then placed into a 40-foot shipping container. From there, the Chinese wholesaler and the American retailer use a third-party customs broker who specializes in booking slots on container ships and making sure everything gets through customs at each end with minimal headaches. Since the boxes containing the paper shredders are not particularly large,
I used to be upset at myself. Like, the next philosophy video I'm posting is how, like, specialized labor is kind of crazy, but also really good. But I'm fully okay with the fact that I know how nothing works now. Because there's no point in me learning. There's no point in me learning how my printer works because it's too much. But I don't even think that, like, from each individual perspective, like, of the Icelandic people that are making the aluminum, they're not going, I need to know how this works with a printer. They're just going, I need to know how to make an aluminum. The one factory goes, I need to know how to make cogs. The one factory goes, I need to know how to assemble these cogs. So it's like they all know minimal things.
Large, heavy, or dangerous, they can be forwarded straight from the port in Los Angeles to the Amazon inbound cross-dock a few miles up.
But isn't that a little scary too? How if like one end of this production line faults, everything fails. You know? Like, obviously, there's bigger ones further back. Like, if you don't make the aluminum, then obviously you can't make anything. But, like, if the cog factory blows up, there's none of these printers for a little bit. Unless they find a new supplier.
Trucks constantly drive this route 24 hours a day, taking containers from the dockside to this distribution warehouse in a process called dryage. From this, the containers are unpacked, and individual products are then organized and sent out across the country to strategically placed fulfillment centers where they'll await a midnight impulse purchase. This whole process was just one single branch of a very small basic product tree. Tracing the origin of every component in this shredder would literally take hours, and that's to say nothing of goods with thousands of far more technical parts. Even this cheap basic appliance.
Far more technical parts. I feel like I would love to see a video. I think the video of how an iPhone is made is probably 5 hours long. To go through every individual part of like a phone or a computer, like how your GPU is made, like how the fucking tablet you're watching me on, the fucking TV you're watching me on, a 4090 GPU. How the fuck is that made? The way CPUs are made is insane. Oh my god, dude, it's probably so technical. Yeah, CPUs, but aren't CPUs largely made... Is it CPUs or GPUs that are largely made in Taiwan?
Which will statistically...
I think it's CPUs, right?
...only be used about 12 times before being disposed of, traveled many times around the world, because that's the cheapest way to do things. Australia has resources.
I don't know. Chat's giving me different answers here. GPUs.
Iceland has practically unlimited energy. China has an
That's just Blue Lagoon in Iceland. This isn't even a... I don't think this is a factory. This is Blue Lagoon in Iceland. I've been here.
Unlimited energy. China has an unrivaled industrial network. Vietnam has a large, cheap workforce, and the...
God, dude, driving in Iceland was fucking terrible. Their roads are so nice, but they constantly have to, like, refix them up and shit. And I was driving past, like, freshly paved asphalt, and I just hear... just rocks hitting the bottom of the car, and I'm like, this is a fucking rental. This is a rental. And for like 5 minutes straight, just fucking slamming the bottom of the car. I'm like, dude, this shit's gonna explode.
USA has insatiable consumers. It's up to you to decide if you think this web of comparative advantage has really made the world a better place. But what it has done is made things cheaper and more convenient. Today, a paper shredder is an impulse purchase, but just 50 years ago, an electronic device like this would have been a family heirloom.
What the fuck is a paper shredder for? We haven't addressed that yet. What the fuck is a paper shredder for? Shredding paper, but why? Like important things, like documents and checks. Why not just rip it up like 15 times? It's like legal shit. Like if you're like a lawyer or something, or like a business, it's just easier to shred it. I guess that's why it's an impulse buy.
If there's one invention above all of that which has made this possible, it's the humble box. Most
why do more than 2 of you own a paper shredder?
of these parts have been ferried around in along the way. So if you liked this video, go and check out the next one on
I loved that. I loved that video. It stressed me out, but I enjoyed it. Next video, chat.